so much better when you know that there are people around. Didn't realize how much just knowing he was working around helped.
I had another announcement that I forgot to do. If you would like to volunteer to be an NPC for something happening later in the session, please be an NPC 1. I would very much appreciate it. It is going to be social, to clarify. If you have not already, you may now go cards up. I repeat, you may now go cards up.
Another day. Another place to explore. Another place to find. Another morning. Another coffee.
Morning, Delon.
Morning. Venturo Delon. Venturo Delon. Venturo Delon. Kritiksenstratt. Huh. It's been working again, huh? I guess I should not be surprised. Morning.
Morning.
Yes.
Winter is rough. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling just fine. About to get some tea. Stuff this morning off right.
That reminds me. If Chef isn't here, I'll be needing to help with catering.
Ah,
Again,
there's another one. The new one.
there is another. Hello, Venturo.
Morning, Vega.
How are you
And
feeling?
either way works. And better now that I slept. Paperwork at the end of the day is a bit monotonous for my liking. But it needs to
I
be
see.
done. Well,
Better paperwork than getting shot at. If you ask me.
fair enough. Though I guess nowadays it's hard to call it paperwork since everything is on tablets and digital. But at least for us
Tablet work
humans,
doesn't have
that's
the same ring to it.
it's stuck for humans for the most part. It takes a long time for humans to actually change sayings like that.
My understanding is
Morning,
correct.
Burke.
We'll be touching down on the surface today.
Yo.
Or am I mistaken?
Morning.
That's what the
You're still in your... I'm sure he knows.
that's what the UPA representatives did say, if I believe. I assume because we are still going to be in UPA space instead of leaving out of it, so we know the exact coordinates to jump to. Morning, Natalia.
Wait, that's against dress code. Burke. Burke.
Wait, do we have a different dress code?
Well, I'm assuming you shouldn't be walking around in socks and... Your sleepwear?
That would be advised, yes.
Yes.
If not only for the fact that, well,
Does he have shoes on?
Hmm?
There's a pack of shoes on.
I can barely hear you from over there.
Here on the ship barefoot.
I think that's what's
Since the
socks.
sand in the ship has changed.
Yes,
Is Andy wearing
a bit.
socks?
I think
Yes.
that was. Or is.
So we want to see that view now's the time.
And you shouldn't be walking around the ship with just socks on because you might step on something. It's a metal ship.
Yeah,
That would hurt.
that's why my shoes are a bit more tougher.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go get some tea.
I shall get my coffee, especially for a day like this.
Sounds like a good idea.
Vega's there, so
Yes. The nutrient paste. I like mine green. Good question.
ah,
Party in the door, and we get out of the way.
right. You already have your drink. Morning.
Yes.
The answer is B no. Oh. Do you have red?
You'll be fine.
Yes. Can I have red?
Red what?
What does green taste
good.
like?
He's not touching the sacred
Slightly spicy.
appliance.
Morning.
Good.
Morning,
It's nice to
Donald.
eat something every once in a while.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning to all of you. Yes,
That was
indeed.
really depressing.
Yes.
I finished setting all
I didn't
the
mean it like that.
relevant information that the paperwork the two scientists had into the systems.
I saw it. Good work. With all that settled, we can... Well, I would say get on to other business. Not really business at the moment, is there?
Well, we're going to be landing today. That's what the UPA representatives said. Since we're moving
knew that.
inside
I
UPA
already
space.
knew that. I definitely knew that.
Whoever's next.
Natalia?
You're just gonna stand in the
No,
doorway?
it's just the line.
Well, this is a line, as I figured. I was waiting for you to go first.
Why is the
I was just standing here. I don't mean to cut in line if it
I
goes
think
in
who
a
was it yesterday that
I feel like
Oh,
that
no,
would
I
be
shouldn't stand
Got
in
my
the
tea.
door?
Baptist.
It was Sid.
You're right, I could have used my power and cut the line anyway.
Do we have coffee? I can't remember if we do.
What's with thick
We don't.
glare this morning?
Just what we do.
One per person, I was told?
One that was a long time coming.
Unless you take decaf, because we have more than enough of that.
Military strategy.
But most of us don't drink decaf.
Let me get my food
Yes.
and crack it.
I mean, do we want to do that?
How do you like your coffee?
Here's the problem with that, Vega. The door, there's another door right there.
There are two entrances.
Good question.
The others
We
will have
need
to
more
learn
men.
flanking maneuvers.
What?
That is true.
Thank you.
You know, I'm not gonna do that with the two people that could probably actually pick me up and move me too. So I'm just gonna get my crap for the day.
I see.
I have no idea what this is. I'm going to find out.
I mean, I feel like that's the lemon soda, but alright.
That is yellow.
Coffee,
drink.
mommy.
That
With one
Bad.
that tastes
one shot
like
of
yellow.
milk.
It tastes like yeller.
You want to
What
try
is
it?
supposed to mean?
I normally take
You'll
it
know
black,
exactly
but
what I mean
Tastes
when you
like
try it.
Barbie.
This is fair.
need to make sure I'm not completely.
Try
Oh,
that.
thank you.
Just slide it across the table.
Water for me.
Tastes like yeller.
Thank you.
What the fuck? It does taste like yeller.
I told you. I told. Of course, it's.
That's
They-
odd.
It even says it's yellow flavor.
It's
I don't hate it.
You've got
It goes down easy.
describe that.
Are you really complaining this much about the yellow drink?
Whatever you've got high
I'm not complaining. It's just a
I'm
very
just
odd
confused
taste.
by the fact that the flavor is just yeller. I didn't
Just
know
yellow.
yeller had a flavor.
Would
Apparently
you
it
rather
does.
have blue?
On some days, I just wanted to try new things.
Appreciate it.
At
think
the end
this
of the
colony
day,
will
there's
actually
so
have
many
alcohol.
different things
If
things
it's
are
like a
made
new
of.
colony, I doubt it.
It's just easier
Imagine
to
they'd want
classify
colonies
them
to
with
be
color.
sober.
It depends on the colony. We still don't know why they terraformed this damn planet.
Maybe they're simply expanding their territory.
Oh, right. Can I get a breakfast cube too?
Mercer. He's already there.
What was
He
that?
might give some insight.
Can I get a breakfast
I
cube
guess
too?
we could contact them.
What I want to know is why
The
we're
best
being
case
sent out
scenario
on
is that maybe it has
glorified
resource or
bodyguard
something
duty.
like that.
It's more than bodyguard duty, Vane.
No
There you
reason.
go.
Thank you.
Resources. Empires expand.
Agricultural mining.
Then we have shown that
lots of
we
resources.
worked well
all
in
sorts.
unpredictable
Who's to
situations.
say?
I assume that's
Find
why
out
they
soon
decided
enough.
to send us here. Or we were a convenient and fitting group to send out in a good
What
timed
I
manner.
mean is, what do they expect to happen out there that they need a crew as well as equipped as ours?
I won't say we're that
Maybe nothing.
well equipped.
We're
Maybe
quite
we
well
will just
equipped.
let it fucking in the area before they just said we might as well assign them to this place.
There is lots of it. Right. Yes, I'll once I finish eating, I'll head to medical first thing. I remember there was talk of rescans and I did not have one.
Yep.
Keep up with your health, Delon. Don't be
So that's what I
like
do
me.
with you.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, if you're not busy, come to medical so we can get some blood drawn. Because more blood's always useful when someone's dying.
True.
That's it.
Oh, good thing I'm always busy then.
Does Vega,
We can make some
how is
accommodations to come
blood
to you.
with your race?
It goes inside of our bodies and sometimes it comes out.
Well, yes, but is it in the same amounts or in the same types, or is it because of your more mechanical nature? Is it more different from your usual person's blood?
The type is O negative to be easily donatable to any other race.
Ask is if your blood is oil or not. 'Cause
I didn't assume.
No.
Natalia.
It's not.
But
Kinda make it.
I understand that it could have been understood that way. But I also know some people who have blood poisoning to some level because of extended cybernetics.
I used to be somebody before they put this mask on, you know.
Mm.
I have blood.
That's why I double checked, just so I know in the future.
If you require anything, just ask for it. That's something if you can like spread around that hey, we're taking people's blood in case people start dying again.
Sure thing, yeah. I don't know what a blood drive.
I actually checked something yesterday. I forgot.
We talked about the wiring on the ship, and we got an answer on that. What else was there? The gun policy, we already got the answer to that. I know Maya asked for the suit, that suit adjustments, but that's Costa too, right there.
Isn't that how food work anyway?
What do I feel like I am definitely missing something that you asked me to check on. I'm just trying to bloody remember.
I checked the reactor. The reactor.
Yeah, but like, you can go until you're empty. We kind of stop when we're halfway.
Oh, it was the paneling! The paneling!
I guess.
Paneling,
It's still.
that's what it was.
Yeah, it's good.
But no, you're right. It's still two sucky situations.
Yes. Especially when I am working and with.
Morning,
electricity around.
Sam, was it?
Sam.
Yeah, that's right.
And the other one was Sammy.
Hello.
Hello.
Morning, Costa.
Morning.
Coming the other way.
Hello.
I'm so slow.
No, hydroponics is open today. I usually go there though. Excuse me?
Yep, sorry.
If something happens today, I prefer to be at peak efficiency. Hello, Sid?
When you are able, meet us in the security room.
Right, I'll get myself scanned real quick and head in there.
Oh, do you need a scan update?
Mm-hmm. I had it out early yesterday, so...
Gotcha. Easy enough to take care of.
Mm-hmm. And if there are still people around the ventilator... Right. Oh wait, what did you say?
I said arms out a little bit, like you, yeah, like.
Ah, right.
Anything new that Kit would see that's different from your previous medical records?
No, nothing. Everything is as it is.
All right, looks like
if anything, some of his bruises have healed perfectly.
Looks like everything matches up and is a-okay. No major issues. Looks like you're even improving from any injuries. So it looks like you're good. Looks like you're good in that regards.
Yeah, getting 2 weeks of not getting impacts from a chest plate helps.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right. Well, thanks. No, excuse me. I'm needed apparently.
Yeah. Let security know that we're doing a blood drive. If you hadn't heard about it, like they want to come by and donate.
Yeah. I'll stop by later.
No, she already hates me, so I'm not gonna...
Well, I don't care if she hates me or not. I'll tell her.
We'll double check with our UPA representative and see for sure.
You're not gonna ask the commander if I can wear pajamas, are you?
I'm 100% going to ask the commander if you can wear pajamas.
I have things to do. I'm gonna go this way.
See you later,
Alright.
Meg. Right then. Enough distractions.
Delon.
Yes?
The captain has not rose yet, so...
Really quickly, probably
Yes.
later in the day,
This is
I'm
me
gonna
simply,
install a few more
what is it?
fire lock boxes
Being transparent.
in security for like
Because
the other crew
I don't-
members, if that's
well,
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I trust
We made
you
more
well enough
because there
then
wasn't
as
enough.
well.
So
And
Right.
letting you know, I
I'm
don't want
nice
to
to
just
that.
walk into security and start, you know.
Here's hoping we have the whole situation figured out where people can actually get their sidearms from their own departments set
Anyone
up.
who looks out the windows will see
That was the
that
original
Terra
plan.
1 is slowly beginning to approach a planet.
I see. Understood. Well, excuse me, I'm
Well,
waiting.
Work on that, but yeah, nice. Yeah, we're good.
Excuse me. Natalia informed me that more biometric boxes are going to be brought in later.
I see.
What was that word?
Biometric locked boxes.
Ah. Right. So... This is going to be a bit personal for me, so do not mistake my openness for weakness. However, I believe it might be good to know for security's sake, and the captain will know, and... I'm not telling the tall man. Fine. I received a message today, and... Are any of you familiar with General Einar?
General what?
Einar. If not, I will...
Don't
Right.
think.
Well, they are a Vlakan general, an old man, around in his 50s or so. They are... Without spilling too much, they were related to the captain in some way, not through blood, simply through happenstance. Now, there was...
Good morning.
Morning, Commander.
Good morning.
If you...
I don't mean to be rude, but I am... do not feel too comfortable speaking right now with you in the room.
They are discussing something of a personal matter, if you would give us a few moments.
Very well, I will take my leave.
I have a question for you later, I'll find you.
After we've landed, meet me in my office.
Understood.
Should be on the 4th floor.
4th floor, got it.
That was... Yes, well...
Go on.
Not trying to be that rude and being as nice as I possibly can, surely. Well, long story short, how many of you know? You've seen the captain, you've seen that he's different, visually so, correct? How much do you know about this?
You mean the change between before the break and now, or just in general?
Visually speaking, he's gotten larger. His mane has been more, you know, volumetric. Do you understand? Do you need something? I get it one more time. Point being, Us Vlakans, we go through something that is akin to a second puberty. However, I'm not going to speak for the captain when I say his is a bit more different. I am going through one as well. The point is, we made some discoveries. We had a few DNA tests with the head of science, and we found that not everything has been forthright with our bloodline. His is a more special case. I will only speak for myself. I thought I was pure 100% Vlakan. That is what should be the case. That is not the case. It turns out there were some meddling, not by my own means, but through my bloodline. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is because Aina, old Vlakan general man that he is, apparently is subject to this tampering. And it turns out I have a father that is, well, not entirely Vlakan. Great, right? Wonderful. I got a message from him, and apparently he was told that me and my mother died during a siege. Probably one of the bombings during the Medica War. I survived it, so did my mother. He was not told that, so he assumed I was dead for 25 years. And here I am now. He is trailing us, a galaxy behind, in his own personal ship.
Ah.
And he is sending a shipment to aid in the boons that he has passed on to me. So, I'm letting security know, and I will let the captain know. Just in case.
It's a little unnerving that we're being tracked, but if they are, well, sending boons as it were, not exactly a bad thing. Though my condolences on the other news you received. I must imagine that is troubling.
I've been through the trauma already. I'm over it. I want to find out those who were tampering. That's my plan. Regardless, I am being as transparent as I can. That is all I know. He seemed genuine. He seemed as though he wants to make things right. So, here we are. If you have any concerns, well, I have his personal line of communication now. He was so nice to give me. So.
Well, very well.
That is all from me.
Understood. I'll keep track of the information and the situation as it moves forward then.
Right. Is there anything else while we're here?
Nothing I can particularly think of. Last I heard, we're making landfall today at some point. So, naturally, all of you be ready. I don't imagine we'll run into trouble, but prepare for the worst.
No idea.
We don't know.
Yes.
Be prepared, be alert, and all that good stuff.
Understood.
Other than that, unless anyone else has anything to pass.
Not off the top of my head.
None at all.
Alright, well, dismissed, I suppose.
Indeed.
Morning, Tasha.
Apologies, I showed up late.
We're all still spending it.
Suffering was
It's
done.
alright.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, right. The commander
That
wanted you to
I can
speak with
condense.
office.
Sid's family is apparently following us to give gifts to
Yes.
Sid.
Not exactly a pressing question,
That's
just more like
all.
curiosity.
condensed.
Yes.
Pajamas on ship.
So you want
It's
to give
in
it
good
your
faith.
own summary?
Maybe women
It's
in
only my
space.
father. It's General Einar. He seemingly is wanting to repair bridges that were lost to time. So nothing malicious. Just
Absent parent wanting to
suppose it's-
reconnect with their child because they're probably dying.
I don't think they thought about
Happens
that
more
point.
often than you think.
lovely. Thanks.
Well, in this case, he thought that he and the mother were dead for the last 20 years, from what I understand. So more of realizing they are not dead and want to catch up, I guess.
Still, the dying part may still be a thing.
It might,
Oh,
yes.
yes, very much.
Might explain why, like, that would explain why they would go out of their way to, you know, chase us all the way over here.
You'll excuse me.
Oh. Apparently this has been with me this whole time. Anyway. Tashir? Morning.
Good morning. Our professionalism.
Mm-hmm. That's why I waited until after Sid was done.
Yes, but we're still on hours.
True. You can give me the hello.
Damn ghost.
When you see me in my pajamas is when you can be more affectionate. How about that?
Delon, it's an oracle thing.
You know, I will never say that some of the people do, which is like, oh, I wish I had psionics. It seems like a pain. Right then. Looking forward to seeing this new planet.
On daily shit right now.
Well, the thing is, it's been worked on to be a colony, so it's gonna be mostly untouched outside of the, you know, the colonized area. And not that we haven't seen
Feel about it.
colonizing.
Yeah.
Sadly, it's how it is.
I mean, if it was an abandoned planet, then like there's no life there originally, then I don't see much of an issue. But someone was already there.
Right.
Fishing out the inhabitants.
I don't remember through the off the top of my head if they said it had inhabitants or if just wildlife. Though some might argue that those are the same thing.
They can gain sentience and sapience. Matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Did they get to you about the blood draw yet?
Oh, yes. I forgot to tell the others. Oh well. That should have been when I was asked. Well.
I'll make sure of things.
Venturo,
Mhm.
did you come by for a medical scan yesterday?
No, but I stopped by first thing with Kit.
Cool. You're also doing blood draws, making sure if you do you
Mhm.
have unique blood?
I don't remember off the top of my head. It's been a while since I had to draw blood. Well,
Can I
last
give
time I
more
was here.
blood?
Not today. Never do it twice, 2 days in a row.
No fun, but okay.
Everyone will feel as the ship very quickly begins to accelerate towards the planet. As you're all thrown towards the back of the ship.
Well, I guess I'm colliding with you.
You okay?
Rolling again.
Right, we have a new. Right, we have a
With
new
a
pilot, don't
15 as the pilot realizes their mistake. The ship begins to slow down a little bit and begins to enter the atmosphere. The ship begins to shake a little bit, entering atmosphere.
I'm a doctor.
Rolling again.
Yeah, I'm a searcher too.
With another 15. The ship begins to shake. Begins to feel a little warm as the outside of the ship begins exuding heat from re-entry.
I'm a searcher. I'm a searcher so much. You are correct, Flora. I'm a searcher.
Well, we're not gonna need to do this too much unless. No, wait.
Rolling one final time. Oh no.
Maybe you brace her over by the desk.
With a 6.
Maybe.
Everyone is immediately slammed forward as the ship abruptly stops, slowing down and slamming into the ground.
I'm a searcher.
You all look out the window and you see that we are definitely on the ground.
There weren't these legs being built for this shit.
You also notice the landing gear push the ship back up, as it was not on before.
That's
Who the hell was driving?
And with that, everybody please respawn. We are now switching maps. Please respawn.
We're fine. We didn't crash.
Hold on, where is he? Where is he? I saw him. I saw him in my mirror. Where is he?
Man, those rolls were lovely.
They're still announcing.
Oh my god.
Motherfucker
Did
went.
not respawn yet. Please respawn.
How many people respawn on the floor?
Alright,
Oh my
listen up.
Wild.
Let's try and make this as smooth as possible. Listen up. Everyone, please go in this room so I can place down a portal.
Alright.
Time has come and so have.
I think Karma died. That's unfortunate.
We only got a little gay.
Well, we'll see.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm sorry.
Right. I just realized something. I don't have this. I don't think I got a replacement.
I'm gonna roll for that real soon.
We probably got it repaired.
No, it got crushed.
Portal. I'm gonna roll for that right now, Dawn.
It's been 2 weeks. It probably got repaired.
No, it wasn't. That would have been.
Yeah, I should write that down.
tell people all the time your avatar is impressive but stupidly optimized.
I should have made a new. Like set of music to play for this one. Oh well.
I need to find an appropriate song for this. We're not.
Oh. Is everyone at 125?
I need good wandering music. Ranche, help.
I'm the last person to ask for music.
I noticed that LEDs.
What? I need good face wandering music.
Already.
Reloading everyone. I got thrown into a wall. I said this already.
You are like 100,
So I had the witness me get thrown through a wall, then drag across the floor where we landed.
There we go.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had Kid like go over the railing for the landing.
I don't have my bombs! Oh my god, I have my bombs!
Pipe bomb!
Oh, load.
Blow up that tree line.
Okay, we're good. It's okay.
How much surface area
I love it when the ship lands.
Yeah.
I miss Archer!
It's always so great.
Where's my class toggle?
I thought you had a +4.
Shit, I don't have a class toggle on this one.
So you're saying it was worse than it was?
No, because she still got past the threshold on most of the rolls.
Most.
It's consecutive rolls. So here's how it works. Just so everybody is aware, in case you're curious. The way landing works, yeah, is it's consecutive rolls. For every roll is a roll that we have to do towards the ship's damage. It's basically a bunch of skill checks. And then if you fail X amount,
damage.
That X amount is how many rolls we do for damage on the ship. And you'll find that out later.
Whew, my frames just are not consistent.
I'm late. Again.
Yes, actually, yes.
Downside of bigger mic.
Once the rest come back and everyone's gone, I was like, what happened?
Everyone's gone. I missed that entirely. The whole thing.
The ship has been damaged.
So did you get Ghost calling you nerd in chat?
Yes. He always does that.
Wow.
He's doing it to me too.
Hang on.
What was that?
He hasn't redone it to me because I had to restart my stream. So.
Isn't that to me? Wow.
You will find that out.
He consistently does it to me.
They haven't done it to me, but I don't stream, so.
Because you're not important enough to be called nerd. What the fuck? Was you floating?
It's the spawn box.
Yes, spawn box.
You sure?
I think.
I don't know. Okay.
Look at me.
Are you using Steam VR?
Do you have like?
Alright, I think everyone is here. Make sure you all swap back to player. We are in a different map. Use the same menus and everything. Some things have been changed on the map. You'll see that, especially when you look in the elevator. For those who are... Actually, I'll bitch at you in the comms. Yes, there's definitely a bunch of changes to the map. You'll soon notice. Feel free to go back to where you were, and we will continue from there.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Should we be getting in our spacesuits?
That's up to you.
CPAC, no deal CPAC.
Alright.
Afterburn DLC.
Yeah, that's what I was always fucking saying.
Get in there! Go to where you were.
walk down the
Map change, but nothing has changed.
I will
Let's
let you
go.
all know when cards are back up.
I have voice changer on, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you're doing AI
Oh,
shit.
I was not supposed to do that.
I was so prepared because immediately in front of me is my fucking thing, and below is light enough to just go fucking fly.
So, oh boy. Oh boy, we can have people use the guns and shields from this thing.
Hopefully there's a lake. I say hopefully.
Where's my music? What happened to my music?
I was like, oh, I'm gonna put some Monster Hunter World music, and then I remember, oh right, it's only battle music.
There's no roaming music. It's eerily quiet.
I was recommended Homeworld from Spyro, and it's actually pretty good. It's not a really good song.
With Spyro.
Spyro. Roly Poly.
Alrighty.
Venturo Delon.
Cards are now up in 3, 2, 1.
Attention! Structural damage detected.
That's lovely.
Well, that is for engineering to handle and the pilot to talk about.
I'm gonna go around the ship and make sure no one bumped their head.
Right. I'm going to switch clothes.
Thank you.
Am I permitted to get my gun?
I will say yes in this situation, since we are entering a new area, unknown. So, just in case.
I will only fire on orders, but wanted to make sure.
Of course.
Imagine having a whole outfit to put on.
Wait, what am I doing? I didn't take my gun.
They're already doing that, but it seems to be the consensus that most people are okay.
I think
Laura's
so.
already checking.
Well, it's good
They
that
asked me to
more
come
people
check.
check. Someone might be lodged inside a panel somewhere from the impact.
That.
I mean, there's the person in the walls.
We might have 2 people in the walls soon.
Ugh. Hopefully not. I assume
I might head down for a moment and we crash.
I assume security should be in readiness until we are completely certain of the safety of the surrounding area.
Yes, get yourselves ready. Have your gear with you. On the off chance.
Would it be overkill to have the methane tank?
Do what you think is appropriate.
They did say
That's why
the
I'm
atmosphere. They did say the atmosphere is breathable.
Oh, that's
good. You know my plan with the methane tank, right? Anytime I bring it,
Yeah. No.
is to quickly take it off, throw it, and then shoot it.
Yeah.
Makeshift bomb.
That is.
So
an
do I
option.
grab the methane tank? My question still stands. Is it overkill?
I think it might be overkill until we understand exactly if there are any threats.
Near the hydroponics. Commander, I'm going to go clear the ship, make sure there's no debris or anybody trapped under it.
Also,
My thoughts exactly.
Commander Gunch, permission to allow other crew to have at their secondaries on them if they already don't.
I might take a sit down. My back
Granted,
still
we are
hurting me
planet side.
earlier, but otherwise I'm
Girl,
still
we're going
good with the
engineering.
painkillers.
Should they ask for it?
You're going to engineering.
After I go help them.
I'm gonna go grab my mask and goggles just in case, though. have it on my person.
Yes,
Oh,
we're on
grab
a
my gun.
new unknown planet, and while we are, yes, in place.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you please get my gun, please?
No, I understand it. I don't.
Mhm.
I'll leave the second day to you guys.
We're basically, it's a just in case, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, I have a knife,
Mhm.
but at the same time, I'm small.
Yes.
So,
Especially with we don't know what sort of life is on the planet. So that is so large on you.
yes.
Yes. The last thing we want is some flying wildlife grab you and you unable to get yourself out.
It would be very unfortunate.
Apologies.
Oh, hello. I got thrown into a wall.
I got thrown to the floor.
You okay?
I had nothing to hold on to. I was
That's
right
right.
where hydroponics were. There's nothing there.
If you make it to the door, you could hold on to the door. We were told we could pick up our firearms if we were going to Pioneer Fire.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Come on.
Are you two okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're fine. My legs are built for impact stuff, so they stabilize me.
Yes, and my whole past experience was, well, planetary insertion assault force, so
You still never get used to a crash landing, though.
no.
Even a light one.
No. I'm used to weird changes in gravity from station living, so...
I assume you have already filled the paperwork of your own sidearms, or do you need
Yeah.
some of the guns on board? All right.
Mine are right there.
Right. Yep. And I believe this is assigned to you in the system.
Yes.
There we go.
Just be aware if you ever need some separate stun pistols and the like. We do have some generic ones, but it seems most of the crew has made certain that they at least some sort of a sidearm of their own.
Yeah, you know, you kind of get attached to the ones that you used for a while, you know?
No, it is always better
when
to
you-
use ones you're used to. You are more comfortable using it, and you're better at aiming it.
Mine always shoots a little to the left.
Works for intimidation. Also remember though, try not to use them too much. We only have so much ammunition on us, after all.
And I'm only allowed to make ammunition if it's the explosive variety when we're planetized.
Mm-hmm.
I could do with some explosive ammo.
I did.
Talk to me then.
I did spend some of my own free time getting us some more, refilling some of our depleted ammunition amounts from the last mission, so we're not dry or anything.
Do we want to fire explosives out of a chemically assisted recoil gun?
Have you spoken to Vane?
Yeah. I made a war crime for
Yes, Natalia?
Have you seen the captain?
Not today, no.
When they're legal.
I considered putting piranha solution in a explosive capsule and firing them off.
Vane, do you want your sidearm?
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the captain around?
No, Natalia just asked after them too. They have not been in the security room.
In theory, not practice. Yeah.
Totally.
You're blocking the door.
Yeah,
sorry
we were
about
talking about
that.
explosives.
They are. I'm not.
What was that about explosives? Without me?
You know, Vane, on the good side, your both of your weapons are so distinct that I don't even need your help to recognize them.
It's kind of hard to go back and forth between.
And then I give it to you, and it's there. I think I'm gonna be sitting here for a while doing this, huh? Oh, no. I believe Vega might be
Returning
run.
control or doing a top-to-bottom inspection of the ship.
No, I gave you a room.
Yes. Close
Yes. Yes. I handled that because it's what I have. But otherwise, if you want explosives, talk to me.
You were the first one to start keeping track of it, and everyone was fine with it.
Yeah.
So well.
I won't say no to explosives. As long as they're edible.
Oh, Star. If you're willing. I haven't even seen
Do you want to
Tastes like Play-Doh.
get your sidearm?
I was just about to actually come ask you if I could grab something. Yeah.
Yes. I asked Commander. I asked Crunch for permission. Yes.
Okay, so
I
just
believe
the sidearm.
this one for the non-security. Yes, I believe we don't want to, you know, come out looking like elite military force. Self-defense,
enough, I
yes,
suppose.
but especially people like Vane, we don't want to immediately show that we have high-end ordnance on us.
Okay. Okay. I just. Should I also bring my sword? Can I bring my sword too? I don't necessarily need to bring the rifle, but the.
Fine, of course. I don't see an issue with that. Melee weapon is still good to have on top of your
yeah, exact.
ranged weaponry.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my thought, so that's why. Cool. Yeah, but yeah, I don't necessarily need the rifle, but this thing is definitely important.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Pressurize when we go out of here.
If you want to repair something, we should just use like a little bit of thermite, weld it.
We're not welding glass. That's not how that works.
Not thermite, no!
I've had fixed panels before with thermite. I'm just saying, that does work.
Commander?
Dr. Engineering, they are still in the process of diagnosing just how much damage is done. And they are waiting for confirmation that they can exit the ship. So I think we are waiting on the UPA commander's word on that.
He did say once we're planet side, you might find them on the 4th floor.
I did check there, and he wasn't present.
Fair enough. Also, a few
So I
people
can
have
check
been
again.
waiting for. Oh, Berg. Jane. Do you wish to have your sidearms with you just in case, since we are on a new planet? Understood.
Fair enough.
Costa? Same question to you.
Costa.
Does either of you, Berg, Costa, do you wish to have your sidearms on you?
Have this.
Understood.
I'll
Do
roll
we
some on the deck
need
if I have to.
No. It's for in case you wish to have it for possible self-defense. We are on a new planet. And while we are, yes, in the area that is being handled by the local colonizers, it is still, there was still a mention of wildlife. So.
Yeah, I don't really feel like being eaten. Is it cool if I grab something?
Yes, of course. Will you be fine with the UPA standard stun pistol, or do you have your own weapon?
Also, probably don't want to blow those up.
Actually, right. Sorry, so many of us do. I kinda assume at this point.
still could be more useful in other situations.
I don't even technically own the metal in my arm. It is from Medico.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if you can, facilitate a request, but, we almost, died versus the Thans, and all I had was this, little laser pistol. I don't know if there was, something like a little step up, something to make
For
me
more
feel...
heavy ordnance.
I wouldn't call it, heavy ordnance, not like a bazooka or anything. Maybe something
like
that
a rifle.
shoots a little faster, or maybe not even a rifle, but maybe a smaller thing that could maybe I don't know, a personal defense thing, just in case,
So currently, no. We are still going to be meeting the locals. We don't want to show up to them fully armed, showing as the fully armed military group. You can understand if you are working, doing your job, and then this new group of people come and they're all in full armor and weapons everywhere, even, non-security members. It will get them a bit suspect.
Okay.
But here, for self-weapon use.
Thanks.
Out of character, do you want it to be the normal pistol or stun gun?
Normal pistol, if Delon would give it to him.
Oh, he started handing you a stun gun then. So, feel free to react.
Got a stun gun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, do you want just in case? Alright.
Thanks, Delon.
Remember the UPA standard stun gun? On normal strength, it basically disorients people. If you increase the charge, it can, for your average adult, it can cause extended, paralysis. I would not recommend using the full charge. It will overthrow the battery in just the 2 shots. And I don't think you want to be, fixing the batteries too much.
I mean, I could if you... Wait, what do you... I'll let it go. Okay.
I'm not saying he will, but, remember if you do. It's good that we are at least able to use some of our onboard ordnance to give to some of the people who did not bring their own.
Well, it's good that we have a proper armory.
I'm just happy. Yes, and I'm happy we have both lethal pistols and...
Attention Tara 1 crew. Airlock repressurized. You are free to depart. Head engineer Mercer is waiting for you by the outpost.
Oh, wonderful.
Right then.
Right then. Go see the planet.
I'm going to be curious on how many people we're going to be having on the ship, but I assume we still have some distance to be able to communicate with the ship in case somebody tries to get in.
Should be able to. I imagine the AI has radio frequencies on the off chance that something is amiss.
Mm-hmm. We do need to remind. Actually, is it engineering or science who updates the AI?
Science is more concerned with the computer side of things, from what I understand.
Yes, we need to remember to tell them to remember to update the situation so the AI doesn't get confused.
Do you want me to come with you to go get your weapon? I can go.
Sure thing.
Okay, no, wait. Is there anyone coming?
Two.
Oh.
Pardon me.
Oh god.
Has anyone gone outside yet?
No.
I think we're the first. Oh, well.
There's Sid and Vega.
The world is breathable, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
We were told as much by the UPA representative.
I hope so.
You hope so, yes. That was what I heard.
I believe so.
Also,
Just
Mercer
to be
is
sure.
already there, so I'm sure he would have sent us a message if it was an
We can
issue.
take the other one.
Right. Sure.
Do we use the other one?
I think the other one is useful.
Pardon me.
Well, we take the other airlock at this point. It's getting cramped. Tashir and Chatty should be coming too soon. There they are. Perfect timing.
Perhaps what
we didn't really wait.
should be discussed with the captain.
Sorry.
Agreed.
No worries.
Input.
Everyone ready?
Yes.
Out of my eyes. Ugh.
Whew.
Oh, it's bright.
Oh, I see we are on the other side. Just oh, that is cracked planet or moon.
Spooky.
I wonder if they know what happened to that.
Probably
Oh,
not.
oh, Tashir. Oh.
Over there.
Yes, be careful.
Oh, okay. Okay, do not fall off the catwalk at any point, or you will fall all the way over there. The gravity is a bit confusing.
What a strange world.
Well, they did say this planet has some old Earth characteristics. I think I can see where some of that comes from.
Taking the scenic route, I see.
Well, the other airlock was, yes, cramped. Oh.
Yes, please. I hope none of you.
Also, if you take the other catwalk, do not walk off it at any point. You will basically get thrown all the way at the back of it.
I would never.
They don't
dream of
exactly
it.
have guardrails.
Are you back? Hello.
Why not?
Who knows?
Well,
I didn't design it.
And they gone again.
there will be some extra movement things that could get stuck when it's moving back and forth.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure they'll be.
I'm not an engineer, though. Not really my place to speak.
Alright, everyone get close enough where you hear me. I have a list of shit.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Understood.
Yeah. Reunions later. Alright.
this lovely hunk of rock is planet 352648C. Don't bother remembering it. Nobody fucking does anyways.
What a lovely name.
Fucking name it something else later. Currently, we have a shit ton of things wrong. A lot of things aren't set up. We need engineering and science to work together on getting the solar panels up and running. We need security to do sweeps around the place, make sure that there's no wildlife making their way in. We have several habitats just straight up not set up. We don't even have a comms buoy yet. That's another thing that science is probably going to be working on. We don't even have a hydroponics in.
Oh, I'm going to be pissed.
I'm pissed.
Oh no.
Stuff we don't even have the resources to build. Because for some reason, Atlas, being the assholes they are, have decided to skimp on us. And now we need to figure something else out there. We'll wait for the UPA for that. Any questions?
Have you seen how much we need to do on the ship?
I can see the fucking paneling over there is busted.
Good, that's all you need to know.
Yes. Vega.
Can we name this planet Terra after the ship?
The last Terra that existed is currently decaying and dead, so probably not good.
We can call it the Terra 2.
No.
We'll workshop Any other questions?
Mercer?
Yes.
Do you have any ahead information about the wildlife in the area?
It's not incredibly hostile. I wouldn't recommend wandering off into the forest too much if you're unarmed.
Well, I mean looks-wise. What should we expect to see?
A lot of really tall, bug-looking creatures.
Oh, splendid.
We haven't seen a whole lot of the wildlife here after the first ship landed. And we're probably not going to see a whole lot for a hot minute. Maybe you'll find something, but...
Well, if I was a big bug, I'd scare you off if I saw a bigger bug landing on my planet.
Calling us bugs.
Okay.
We're bug-like. Look at it. Look.
Any other questions?
A bug would mistake this for a bug.
Maybe.
None from me.
I'm going to get an aneurysm.
Oh, a big bird.
Everyone, pile on board.
Oh, Mercer.
The tram is quite impressive.
Sending a short communication. List of names and pictures of the new crew members that were added to us while you were gone.
Copy that.
Figured you might have it that way be easier than having to ask every new person you see. Though obviously, you have a good look already.
Yes.
The first step is always the hardest.
Let's get on Commander Guns, would you mind checking my utility bag?
What do you need checks for?
The light should be on.
I am going with the assumption that there are invisible seats here.
I'm still on the ground. It might be something you can fold off in the wall.
Seats are a luxury. You can't afford yet, apparently.
No, I'm not gonna stand there.
7 minutes for the win.
I don't feel like flying out the door.
Well, hopefully this thing doesn't just come to like all of a sudden stops and starts.
That's why I'm not standing in the center, because I don't feel like flying outside the door.
I'm sure those doors shut when we start moving.
You know, like large
Hopefully.
ships and large vehicles, I don't get motion sick, but small things like this will kill my stomach.
Gunch, you care to do the honors? You've got
Ugh.
This is very fast.
Fine.
This is jarringly fast.
Convenient though.
I remember it being reminds me of a certain
Right
research
as I sat
facility.
down.
You don't say.
No.
Maybe you altered something in the settings.
Was it that one place, White
To
Mesa?
the Terra 1 research facility.
Zane, I will throw you off this fucking thing.
2 degrees.
I see so many things.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
I prefer about 30
I don't know.
I thought it was quite.
Can we get security up front, please?
Saying some data.
Already.
My text.
I want to eat that. That looks yummy.
I can see a ship from here.
What?
I believe.
Yeah, stick around science if you're gonna eat.
You're the one that's sniffing everything.
Why do you think I'm doing that?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
Probably doesn't matter.
You smelling for bugs, Sid?
Yeah, it doesn't really
Smelling
matter
for
what I eat.
danger.
It's fine.
Danger is not a physical thing you can smell, Sid.
Lack of hygiene.
The UPA has
I
been
think Sid would
posted out
disagree.
here for 3 weeks.
I would disagree, yeah.
If there's gonna be any danger, we would have run into it by now.
Alright.
Yes, but Mercer, you know our luck with
You're
things.
telling us this is our resort home. Is that what you're saying? A vacation.
Sure, we'll go with that one. Hardly a vacation, we're still working.
Yes, unfortunately.
So,
Quite fond of the environment.
So how much have you missed chef's cooking being here?
Well, there's actually decent fruit on this planet.
Man, fresh ingredients. How lucky.
Yeah. This lovely shithole is Outpost 53. There's not much to it. Feel free to go look around and help out these fucking idiots.
Oh, great.
I'm sure they're nice people.
Are these Atlas
Off to a real friendly
representatives?
start, I see.
No, they're UPA. Even worse.
oh, I see.
Lovely.
Pity that.
Mercer, you do realize that's technically burning yourself too.
Well, technically we're not, but...
I am not a UPA member. I am a
You are,
contracted.
yes. Doesn't change the fact that you're currently working for the UPA.
Yes.
Why
I
have you
think it's
stopped?
strong. A date.
So
Airships.
I got good news.
Things.
There's not good news. I've got bad news though. The big buggy's wheel is loose.
I hate you.
You too. You looking at it already, but wow, you're a colorful bunch. Literally, actually colorful.
I'm not getting them down.
Hey, hi.
Ah, hello. You can try a little bit of fresh fraction.
Well, if there's anything dangerous up there, we'll hear.
Oh no. Yes.
Let me scream.
Hold on.
Right.
And then we'll be back to just chef.
Look around.
Where are your down solar panels?
Looks for me.
Go talk to those two. They've been on it all week. Make sure they don't blow the fuses again when they turn them on. Last time.
Yeah, I saw. I witnessed it.
What?
What?
I don't know. Were you shouting for me?
No, not at all. You could please work on this.
Are you talking about the bad wheel?
Yes.
I was just putting that back on the other side.
I see. Never mind then.
We're errand boys now.
No, it was
Can
only
you
the
believe
one
that?
damn wheel.
Yes, actually.
Alright.
Sid,
I mean, I feel like if you're all working
I'm starting to have the horrible realization that the efficiency at how we handled the issues on board Tar 1 might have given UPA the wrong idea on our specialty.
It's on the other side over there. You'll find
Whoa,
out.
wait a minute.
I'm going to
You're joking.
go.
It would make perfect sense why we were so eagerly put into this job.
I'll leave you to that.
You're saying that our above average performance with keeping our skeleton Frankenstein of a ship up aboard and floating through space, granted does the job.
Not only effective, but updated in the small span of time we spent on it. Yes, our I'm sure also our, success in the field was also good for the to add for the security here, but that's my current running.
We did lobotomize our AI though.
Yes, but that wasn't really our fault.
How can you lobotomize it?
You'll excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
To go transfer all of the data to the ship.
Hold that thought. Do you need anything from security specifically?
You think that's going to be a problem?
If you wanted to do anything at security, I suggest maybe just going around the perimeter.
I know
some
sure
of
it's
the
fine.
wildlife can get
I don't think my understanding of
curious.
mechanics is good enough to.
We
get
haven't had we have had one injury
It should
so
have a
far,
good
but
couple
no
hundred
deaths.
years. Yes.
Alright.
Something like that.
What is the wildlife like? Hostile,
We'll
territorial?
likely all be dead before that becomes a problem.
I can't really
Oh,
say.
yes.
I just.
Mercer said
Yeah,
it's
they
not
bite.
too aggressive.
They do bite. They get curious, and sometimes if they're in the mood, they'll bite.
What is the usual size range?
I
You don't
maybe
know.
want to say maybe around his size or bigger or smaller.
Interesting.
They kind of like you guys kind of hit the height range pretty effectively. Hey.
Alright. Alright.
Exactly.
Well, that is our job.
Unlocked for these people.
Patrolling. We can walk and
Notice
talk.
that the doors are unlocked. Don't fucking
Sounds good
relock
to me.
them, because then they're gonna get either stuck
Right.
inside.
Let's go
or
have a look
outside
around.
until they get actual like.
Fantastic.
Go for the clearance.
I would like to go back through the trail around, get a high ground going first.
My thoughts exactly. I was about
Hmm.
to ask.
Of course.
Oh yeah, no, we can transmute that to the ship.
Should we move as a
I'm not
unit
letting
for
you get away
now?
with this conversation. Yes. How would you lobotomize an AI? That doesn't. I don't understand.
Make it unable to process new data, so you have to manually input it because it keeps fucking forgetting everything.
We basically took the AI basically has lost its eyes and ears.
lost its eyes and ears. It's lost its ability to update itself.
Right.
I
It
had
looks
to
in.
manually
Yes.
put in
Right.
pictures of my new hairstyle and outfit.
What does this have to do with our safety?
Our safety, it literally can't update anything without a user input.
Why was this
highly-
instated in the first place? It seems a bit.
It was.
I think it was.
It was gathering information. It was gathering information
Hampton
from yes. It was apparently gathering information from various sources that we were running into, and changing its own programming based on the information it was getting.
Ah, I see.
And yes, apparently engineering science and the captain decided that that was something they did not want to have to worry about.
Well, it's gaining a mind of its own, is the fear.
Yes.
Am I correct?
It's working within parameters of the UPA.
Yes. And apparently some of the UPA scientists were annoyed.
Nobody's ever heard us before.
I see. Well, this is not my hill to die on. I will simply take your word for it.
Exactly.
What is more important is our topic at hand. Delon?
Yeah, I was about to suggest, does some of us want to break off and go on the other side so we cover everything?
We can.
Not a bad idea.
I'll be with you. They can handle themselves.
Yeah.
I'll let them know. Commander.
I'll start walking that way.
Mm-hmm. I'm at you.
On our way the other way around.
Hmm.
Is Christ soft?
Well, if it's
right.
If it's anything like what's Earth's grass, like apparently was in the places that are made, the parks and the like that are made in its image, it should be decent.
Mm. So, I don't want to get off topic, Delon. You're saying our performance during our little escapade granted us jobs as errand boys and repairmen. Is that what you're saying?
Well, the fact that some of our crew were so effective at that job, I would not be surprised that that was one of the many key reasons why they chose us to. Understand though, this is all conjecture, and unless we have actual whoever made the decisions or looked at the possibilities, it's just assumptions based on the information I have at hand.
I would like to agree with you, but it's a little bit of a tangent and issue with that. We were sent originally with a fairly seemingly important duty, and that was to establish communication with the Kochi, right?
Yes.
Now,
Rolling. As security team passes around the area,
Cashier.
you'll all see here and there minor tracks scattered about of various creatures. Hard to say what the exact xenotype would be if it's a big creature. It does look like it is, with each step, it inches more and more towards the colony. Some fresher, some older.
that way.
Hmm?
So behind me. Okay. Understood.
Find
I
something?
just got too distracted. Yes. Tracks towards its establishment.
Hmm.
Normal, most likely. They did say they were curious.
Right. Sit found
Speaking
tracks.
of, yes, nothing too out of the blue. The wildlife's... The folks here, the UPA people, said they were curious, the creatures here, so I'm not surprised. Keep a lookout, I suppose.
Right, and because it's been established for a while, any worry that it's dangerous is slowly dissipating because, well, the people are most likely not actively trying to shoo them away.
Yes.
Or not just spotting them. Yes.
Speaking of, like I said, our prior engagement was establishing a connection with the Kochi, the cats, whatever, right? When we did,
Yes.
we were so rudely interrupted. Isn't that right?
Very much so, yes.
Do you not find it strange that we have not been given any sort of update regarding that situation? And we are sent here instead?
Sid. Yes, also, Sid, that was an aggressive race coming into known lived space for possible conquering reasons. We are not an army division or an army elite squadron. Most likely we will not have much to do with that whole, if something actually starts from this encounter.
So you're saying we are to be left in the dark, even though we were the eyewitnesses?
Do you wish to be reassigned, to be placed into a military squad, to be part of the frontal force ready?
Would not be the first time, Delon.
Yes.
I will level with you. I had this talk with Vane, in fact. The fact that I've seen it with my own eyes, and the fact that there is a possibility that the UPA has taken matters into their own hands without me being involved, I find that insulting. Who else would do the job?
The UPA is a large entity, and you are a single soldier, Sid. It sounds to me like you wish to take part in matters way above your ability to even affect. I don't mean this in a bad way.
Quite all right.
Yes, but that was a single engagement, and mostly us aiding the locals activate their defense systems that then handled the issue.
I'll compromise with you. Do you not agree that we should at least have some sort of update of our efforts with the Kochi? We have not gotten back their word.
It's been 2 weeks, Sid. Bureaucracy and diplomacy is slow. Have you ever been in a military tribunal?
Not specifically.
Do you know how long one has to wait in holding cell for it to actually start? Because they have to go through all the information of the situation, they have to get the legal people to be on the opposition and on the defensive, if they even have a defensive person in the situation, obviously. Bureaucracy is slow, especially on planetary scale, I would assume.
Yes.
So,
I suppose you're right. I will simply continue being an errand boy.
Hope it's more of keeping us busy while things happen.
Anything? I'm quiet. Right.
Welcome to the boring part of the job.
Wonderful. What? Why are you asking? If you get injured, it is on you, not us.
To be honest,
go on.
A fall from that height, I would not see damaging too much.
Future.
Oh. Interesting.
Smaller than I thought.
Well, we haven't seen too much, so we do not know if this is just a small one.
Right. I suppose let's find our way up to that hill, and afterwards touch base with the rest. Should have a perimeter drawn by then.
How does the planet look this year? As far as you're concerned? Another one? Or it's the same one and it just got closer? Oh, no, there is too. Well, as long as they don't try to move over the ridge, I think it's fine.
I wouldn't want to live here.
Two small ones.
Just little guys.
Perfect.
It gives us a good view of the back area.
What did you say?
All little guys, they're curious about things.
Not dangerous, I take it? I don't look exactly.
Not that I can tell. Anything on your part?
Immediately hostile.
Not much to report. All we really ran into was a small depot. Like a car that was parked near a little beacon. A couple of boxes.
I
We
assume
found
it is
some
part of the
food
colony.
Right, we
Yes,
did
I
see
assume
one
that's
on the way too.
Yes, towards the
You can
colony.
actually barely see it over the ridge here.
Oh, I see. We found some boot prints. We think they might belong to Mercer. Perhaps he was out getting some nature time.
I personally would
Argyle.
be surprised. He seems more of a city person to me.
That was my thoughts.
Delon, I found something that made me even more sure I don't want to live here. Stand right here. Stand right here. Ish. Okay? Now, look ahead of you. What do you see?
I see a tree that has ignored its roots and reached for the sky.
It's about a
Oh, I
me
see.
tall height.
Oh,
There's more. I count about 4.
But are you worried that if you were to build a small, nice little house, that someday a tree will just fly its way past?
No, I'm worried that my nice little house would just suddenly start to levitate. From the cursed trees.
Imagine if you could build anti-gravity vehicles with just wood. You will be rich so fast.
Oh, but you're the one that likes to touch the grass.
Yes, the grass, not the creatures.
And weren't you always talking about wanting to run around and hunt something?
Well, now's your chance.
I'm behaving. This is me behaving.
I believe I
I'm trying my
said,
hardest.
said something.
Is she okay?
I might have said something very amusing to them.
What?
If you please stand where I am.
Mhm.
Okay? Please stand over by where I am.
No, I know what you're
and
talking
look
about.
this
Yes.
direction.
Yes, I
Yes.
see it too.
It might be some sort of
Count 4
anomaly.
of them. You can count 4 of them.
And I just mentioned that you would become rich if you could just make anti-gravity vehicles with just wood.
Ah.
Let's get
Right.
science on that right away.
No, I don't think we
Shut
should.
up, science.
Are we done here? Can we report back to the colony?
I think so. Nothing really to report other than little creatures scampering.
Alright.
Yeah, just little
Yeah, the
guys.
boots.
Yes, but
Ah,
if we
yes.
think that
Everyone will watch as the lights inside the habitats begin to shut off and don't turn on.
Hmm?
I didn't do it.
What? Oh, wait a minute, that stopped.
Have we been?
Oh dear.
Oh. Heads up.
Everyone will watch as the lights begin to flicker back on, and all the terminals are now active again.
Hold the high ground, don't charge it. Let it run away.
Oh, great, they burrow.
Of course they burrow.
These remind me of the...
Do you want to make them follow us back to the colony or deal with it? Either or.
I say, if they prove to be aggressive, better to deal with them now, but it looked like it was just observing us.
Alright. We go back then.
Is that going to be a modus operandum here, Commander?
Isn't that not UPA rules?
Ideally, we wouldn't want to just poke fights with bugs. There's no idea how many of them there might be. We piss one off, it can start
all
coming
come.
off the ground everywhere.
I agree.
Well, you just take away the scout.
Could be. No real way of knowing.
It will be interesting to...
I'm going to keep this out.
You might as well. Head on a swivel as always.
Well, with bugs though, bugs usually can be deterred with smells or other chemicals.
Sounds as well, some of them.
Yes, but I have a deterrent right here.
Yes. Just means that's another possible project for science.
I'm not a scientist. I'm a soldier.
Hi. Sorry.
Alright.
My arm was flashing a little battery. I think I forgot to charge it the other day.
Understood. We need to ask Mercer if they have charger slots.
Maybe. I mean, you can always just go back to the ship. Or
True.
You can always go back to the ship.
Right. If we ever do kill one of those bugs, it will be not a bad idea to possibly get samples or scans for science.
Might eat some of it.
What?
I want to eat it.
Nope.
Oh.
Right, I think it avoided us because there were so many of us, but now that there's only two...
Rolling. With a Venturo Delon, you're able to stave off the attack. You got a little bit of a nick, but but it could have been a lot worse for this type of creature.
Delon, Tashir, are you quite alright over there?
Rolling the bolt, the gunshot. With a 19, Tashir, your gun, the bolt from your bullet strikes true, striking the creature dead in the head, bringing it down.
Right. Good shot, Tashir.
The bug came back. It was spooked off originally because there were so many of us.
Then...
We have a sample for science now.
Exactly.
Neither of you are injured, I take it.
No. It barely got a nick. It
no,
barely...
no.
You wanna do the carrying?
Oh, is that what I was going to cut it up?
It could be easier to transport like that.
By all means, dissect it.
Can I have a leg? I want to eat it.
Perhaps we should let the science team investigate that first before you start carving it away.
That's why I figured. Tashir was able to kill it with a pretty precise shot in the head, so it is
I'm going
very
to send a
much
call
more
to the science team if that's the case.
But I think we probably should see what's going on with all the lights.
I'm sure
Perhaps
engineering is on top of it.
Listen, either you're gonna help me track it back, or carry it, or whatever.
If I will do it. Yes, I am. Yes, my communicator seems a bit fucking busted right now.
Fair enough.
Okay, let me switch.
On your pace.
Yep.
Travel in pairs of 3, I suppose.
All right.
It is recommended to carry melee weapons with bugs like this, at least. We're able to defend ourselves and not waste ammunition too much.
Yes, of course.
Thankfully, my baton is long enough that I was able to basically keep it at range.
Oh, just use lasers.
We're bringing it down to you guys.
Of course. Lasers. They solve every problem.
Most problem.
Oops. Sorry, Burke. You
Nah.
were quick to respond.
Well,
What
I
did they
can think one.
Mm.
You know what? Never mind. I'm not following that train of thought. There are some issues you can't fix with lasers.
Ah, yes, of course.
Some possible options might be, not something that you should mention in a workplace situation.
I accidentally disconnected before I could hear what you guys said. Where do you want us to put it? Okay. Can do. Not much more than his brains already did when I shot him out.
The best case scenario is that they could figure out what sort of bug it is or anything. Actually, I have no idea how people who study bugs learn what makes them react to different things.
Don't ask me.
Trial and error. Anyways, they want us to put it in hydroponics, so you guys know.
I will bring it to the ship.
Their hydroponics for the ship.
Hang on.
We do not know where that is. I'm sure
just
we'll
a
find it.
clarification, The ship's hydroponics or the base's hydroponics? Base's hydroponics. Okay.
Understood. I
Alright.
guess let's hope someone comes greet us.
Yeah, I informed them. I think Sam's coming. You're the one who suggested hydroponics, anyways.
Sam and Sammy. One is the...
Yes. The Vlakan and the other is the human, yes.
Wait, Sam is a Vlakan? Yes, I was
they are
assuming as
Vlakan.
much.
I thought they were inbred, but they said they're not, so I believe them.
That seems mildly racist.
How so?
It's because of the accent.
What? Well... No. No. Not present there. Just...
Good.
Anything else spawn on the perimeter?
Bug.
These tiny little creatures.
Other than
good.
the little creatures and that.
They are more on the curiosity.
Actually, yes. Perhaps. No, not the little one. The big one. We have a corpse right here. We need science to take a look, see.
Well, when they get the chance.
Where's
but-
hydroponics?
Hydroponics is a hydroponic habitat.
Oh, so it is that just...
Yes, they're going to.
I assume there's a side entrance, so we don't just track this, well, it's not bleeding that much, actually.
Solar power has just been established.
Wonderful.
I assume there's a side entrance, so we don't have to track it through all of the rooms.
I would hope so.
We shall definitely make it clear for the crew that moving outside of the base perimeter in with less than 2 people might be dangerous.
I would hope everyone here should know that. But sure, we'll make it official.
Well, Argyle
Can
and
we actually enter this place?
actually Argyle and Commander were
We
not.
don't have the access codes. We need someone else to open it.
Argyle and the Grunge
Hey,
were
I
not
found it, put it away.
attacked, so it might be because of the fact that it was me and Ashir who were alone.
Also, people that don't visibly have too many weapons on them.
So they're intelligent enough for that.
Maybe.
Well,
I mean,
we
they could
sadly
just
we
see
have
it
a
as big
yes.
appendages.
Sadly we have a sample size of 1 to work with.
That we do. Are we going to just leave them at the front doorstep like a present? I don't particularly mind, but...
Well, one of us has
See
to
if
go
I can
and
open the door from the inside. There's
Sure.
probably a button to open it.
Mind the lags. What's that sound?
Surely there's rest area, computers, dining area, something.
Certainly somewhere. Surely that goes outside.
Yep.
Oh,
Hello, Delon.
Thank you.
Splendid. We go to the door for you.
Yes.
Yes, Tashir was on their way to also check, and
Jesus.
Sid got distracted by the people behind the door, or on the other side. Yes, apparently these two are checking up. Right, Gunch, if you will, since Sid has
Tired.
Abandoned you?
gotten distracted by views. We don't want to track it too much on the ground for just, reason.
Yes, we don't want to get blood guts, bug guts all over the place.
It's mostly bug brains.
What about bug?
Is it edible?
That's what I want to find out.
That's what we're here to figure out.
Right, where should
Where do you
we
want
drop
this
it?
bug?
You could just... We'll probably have to move it again, but you can just leave it here. At least then, if we have to do anything, at least it's on this dirt and ground that to be absorbed into the soil. It would be very good fertilizer.
Commander,
Right.
I found the asset.
Very good, Argyle. Very good indeed. These ones
Hello.
are even cushioned, it looks like.
Yeah.
Watch out for the giant bug carcass. It's on. It's next to Sam here.
Yeah, I shot his brains out.
That was it?
Yeah, I mean, you can probably still get some mushies.
Oh,
It
you
more
see
than one brain and more than one
bug
heart.
carcass there?
I come back.
That's
Doesn't look
the
like
sort
it.
of wildlife apparently we should expect here.
Look, as soon as you tell us it's edible...
Attacked me and Tashir when it was just the two of us. Did not attack when it was me, Tashir, and Sid, along with Argyle and Gunge. So, they might possibly avoid numbers.
How much do I have to add to bring like 4 dead ones?
That's a lot of convincing to the captain.
Did I miss anything?
No. Apparently, Tashir and the new cook are Possibly thinking on the same thing of if these things are edible.
I see.
To be honest though, it's not unheard of.
Hey, if we have a means of fresh meat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If it's edible, we eat
A
it.
means of fresh meat too. Goodbye, Zeef.
Yep.
Ah, there goes the rat.
Yeah, no, like me too.
Oh.
Over by where I am, and look this direction.
Wow, that is some old.
Livestock.
Ugh. Sorry, I had a bit of a headache and heard things from way before.
Ah, of course, yes. Sam.
Oh yes, but it seems to be a lot.
I think I'll take a moment to look around the inside of the place, get myself more familiar.
I'll follow you.
The
Alright.
scientific nuances of hydroponics is not exactly something I'm studying in.
Do you need any help with anything? How much do you believe the EPA
With the what?
saved building this? Do you need any help with anything?
I imagine they cut every corner possible.
One more
to
time?
save him.
The last word
Do
is.
you need any help with anything?
Oh, anything.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. I was getting some information. Hello. Be careful. Don't send on that. The bug's poisonous.
What?
Oh.
All the plants are edible. I told you I'd get you all the information all at once. We should probably get this out of here. Probably dispose of it somehow, some way. I got a scan of it. But it is poisonous, so probably is not best to keep in here.
They're not exactly being timely with it.
No, it's poisonous.
They're probably getting the bare minimum of what they want from us.
To digest.
Yeah.
The Tarkal system is very
You read
strong.
my file. You read my file.
Here, you can figure out. There's the poisons that it is. You can figure that out yourself.
I don't know big fancy names, so I'm trying to simplify down. Simplify. That's digestible. That makes me high. That's digestible. I'm just gonna high.
Sucks.
True.
One of these is a neurotoxin.
Yeah, that makes me high.
She's built different. How do you mean? Understood.
I live next to a nuclear reactor plant. My blood was tar.
Well, then yeah, you can eat it. Nobody else can.
How do I say? How do I equate this to
You can have that
something
spot.
that might be relatable? You know when
I just want a leg. I want to crack it open like a fucking crab.
But don't crack it
You
open
take
out
your-
here. Crack it open out there. No, we should move this out of
I
here.
try to have a career.
All right.
And for some reason,
What is the nearest exit?
The one that we brought it in from?
This way, that way, I believe so.
Yeah, the way that we brought it in from. Just pick up one
Alright.
side. I have like the head and front mandibles area.
Right.
Just pick up the back.
resume.
I'm going to need someone to open the door for me.
All plants in here
Thank you.
are known digestible food sources.
Hey, isn't part of science testing out the poisonous shit?
One or the
Let's
other.
go right.
All right.
Oh, do you think I should grab a sample?
Oh, probably.
I also don't
I
want
mean-
to do it in there. I don't want to contaminate their food source.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, having
A little poisonous, maybe at most.
a unique food source for Tashir and possible source of poison ammunition or poison just in general for science.
I mean, if it has poisonous glands on it, we can use it as like actual fucking poisons.
Mm-hmm.
You could also probably synthesize it into a pesticide poison.
Is all of it poisonous, or does it have poison that make it poison? That could be a
That's a dumb question.
You see
I believe
a
it's all
large
of it's
bug
poisonous. I
carcass.
think all of the meat's poisonous on it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So now
Don't mind the dead bug.
I won't mind the dead bug.
I don't mind the facts what I'm about to do. Just gonna break off a leg. Ow. Kinda stringy.
Well, yeah, it's probably mostly like muscle and tissue if it's a part of the leg. You might have probably wanted to get more of the thorax. That's probably where the more juicy meat would be.
Probably. I was just curious about the leg. It's kind of like a crab, though. Oh. Or at least the imitation stuff I've had.
Don't eat that. Nobody else eat it.
Instructions unclear.
Don't eat it.
It was very clear instructions.
It was, and I'd like to not be dead.
Well, I mean, what level of toxicity did he say? Something poisonous can, you know, kill you, or it can give you diarrhea.
Or in my case, it just makes me really loopy and high.
Great, we found the
Right. A lot of things do affect them like this, though, so it will not be the first time.
I'm not allowed to have a certain type of gas because it makes me badly hallucinate and see eyes on the walls.
You mean that's not normal?
No. Also, I drink chloroform. Not chloroform. I drink chlorine to get drunk.
Mm-hmm. And it got to the point where we needed to make sure that Tashir did not have unrestricted access to it, just in case.
I technically do.
Yes, but that is another wildlife. Oh no, it's Enra. I'm sorry, I'm not used to seeing you. Just careful of the poisonous bug right there in the middle of us.
Don't eat it. It has neurotoxins in it.
She's fine to eat that stuff. That it's not healthy enough.
Yeah. It tastes good though.
Please don't say that in front of the creature that is currently drooling and just licked it. Well, thank.
Like really poisonous. Can you handle it? You can ingest neurotoxins?
Well, I believe they said the meat. This one, I don't know about the shell itself.
Who knows?
For the simple reasons, though, it is just better not to just, you know, eat it, lick it, or anything like that in general.
I wonder if you can get rid of the poisons by cooking it.
Well, that's
I'll
for...
take another leg and find out.
That will be a longer term project, possibly.
Well, we have the carcass now.
What does she want to do?
See if you can find any ways to cook it that will neutralize the poison. Technically,
I can go
What
find out.
happens if you cook it?
I can go find out.
You just break off a leg, toss it in a pot that we don't care about, and then I'll eat it.
So one click here, because Chef cares about every single one up on the ship.
Oh, he cares about the microwave, but yeah. As one.
Don't get me started on the microwave.
Ooh, or fire pit. You could put it on a fire pit and roast it.
on the good side, it is that there's no risk of, you know, testing if it is poisonous and having someone get poisoned, because we just have Tashir here eat it and see if they get high. The the thing is that here that if you're already high, it does not work as a test sample.
This will go away later. Yeah. I mean, you could have Sam scan it and see if it's poisonous or not still, and then I eat it. I'm fine.
You are being
I'm
very happy right now.
Fine. Yeah.
Oh.
I sit. I sit now.
I wish I could say that I had them, but I was very much being pulled, as they are very heavy because of all the cybernetics.
Okay.
They have ingested neurotoxins, which their body causes them to be high.
I see.
Hey, at least I'm not seeing eyes everywhere. Just
At least.
funny little bugs in my vision. They're like little lights. Little lights. Little guys.
You should have looked at Enra then. They were being quite shiny.
Right.
Hello, Jane. So, what do you think of the place, Kit?
Seems nice enough. Definitely bare bones in regards to facility, but nice place.
If you look past the floating trees. Maybe I hallucinated that.
And I've worked with less, so...
Am I hallucinating things up over on that ridge? Where are those people? There's things over there.
Oh, there's a couple people next to the, yellow plant thing.
Is that Vega?
I think one of them's Vega. I think one of them's Vega.
Oh, yeah. All I see is black and white over there.
Yeah, like I saw Vega and Probicus do with the insectoid.
His name is Mothy.
Mothy.
Oh, then. Well, if they're with someone with security, then they should be fine.
He's a moth.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to people's names. I really should get better about that, but like it's that awkward. Like, what's your name again? And
Do you remember my name?
Tashir.
Cool. 'Cause I remember your name. Wait, you guys have a last name?
Yeah, I have a last name. I just.
You have a last name. You have a last name?
Yes, most people call me that, Delon.
What? What's your first name?
Venturo.
Oh. I don't have a last name.
Would you like a last name?
Might be bad. Maybe I can have yours.
Damn, that was smooth. Apparently, high to Tashir is smooth.
Do not underestimate this one. They can be surprising when they feel like it. They like to cause some serotonin. But also is a bit being a bit mischievous, getting high during work hours.
It's for science. I'm doing science a favor.
Right.
I'm getting them crucial data about the consistency and taste of the meat of this bug. It's a weird mix of imitation crab and like I don't know what else. I don't know what my brain's trying to supply.
Does it taste like chicken?
Kinda? Like a really stringy chicken.
Yep.
Be careful. The bug is right in front of
It's right in front of me.
Oh, I see.
It's also why she's currently hot.
Delon, what happened to Tashir?
They ate the leg.
Mm-hmm.
So I see-
Neurotoxins make me high. Just a bit.
Oh, neurotoxin. Right.
So note to self, bugs have neurotoxin.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Well-
I hope I don't get bit by one.
At least in their
Sam
meat,
has
according to the scan.
Sam has a list of all
Well,
of
if it's
the
in the
poison
meat.
in it.
Yeah, well,
Probably
we'll
coming from somewhere else.
Yeah.
We'll probably need to make an antidote for some
I believe Sam did.
What?
I believe Sam took some of the poison gland or something out of it.
I took samples.
Hmm.
And then the cook person's gonna see if cooking it gets rid of the poison. And I'll, like, this will wash out and then I'll eat it.
Yeah, since we have someone who
See
can
what
eat it and can tell if there is any of the poisons in it in their own way without being negatively affected by it.
Yep.
And perhaps there's even a recreational use for it for you. Yeah.
I guess it is better an option than using up our limited stock of chloroform.
It wasn't chloroform.
No, right.
Chlorine.
Chlorine, yes.
Chlorine makes me drunk.
Mm.
That's
I
my
see.
alcohol. Yeah. I have these little tablets that someone got me. I just put in a water bottle and shake
Yeah.
around. And,
Yeah, you did get those too.
Splendid. I was just making sure that Tashir wasn't foaming at the mouth or anything. I just heard they were high. Just checking it.
Just high.
Mm.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
see
I
if I
can
can.
foam.
I'm gonna see if I can find Valor. I might head back to the ship and rest up if there's nothing for me to do. So.
Of course. Feel free to also, if you see Sam, ask them for the scans they took. If you actually wanna like see if making an antidote is something that might be doable with that info.
Right. Remind me which one of Sam's again.
The purple southern.
Ah, him. Okay.
Yes.
New guy.
Yeah.
Yes, one of the new guys. You have Sam and Sammy. Sam is the one in purple, and Sammy is the one who pilots and is more human. I say more human because I'm not actually
Sammy.
sure if they're just a human.
Tammy is a woman, and she's acting as science right now.
Hmm.
While Palace is doing other things.
Like, she had some really shiny metal bits on her earlier. It was kind of weird. Yeah, I can hardly look at her.
Oh, Captain on scene.
I'm not high.
They're talking with guns, so either they have already mentioned it. Oh, you're going to. Understood.
If we can get it cooking season edible after cooking, they don't really have the facility to do so.
Ah, right. Place like this kinda. You will think that place to cook food in will be a priority, for if only for morale, but I guess not.
They have, which barely counts.
Sorry, you cut off there. They have what?
A food processor.
Ah, of
I make
course.
food paste.
Right, makes sense. That they would only get something like that. Do you need help carrying it? Or moving it?
No, I'll move it in a bit. I'll come get someone when I'm ready.
Yeah. I will get something to wrap the ripped leg and the head around so it doesn't, bleed and or leave poisons behind.
What if we could get something from the ship, like a container, to just move the whole thing inside of?
I don't know, I'm sure there's containers transport here.
There's a trolley that you could borrow in the hangar bay.
There is.
True, and that makes getting it there and back faster.
They used to carry missiles, and then we moved the missiles. Now it just sits there.
Well, now it's gonna get used. I'll handle that later.
I'm sure there's empty boxes or some containers you can just stash in. Since science doesn't want to use it as a whole research project, doesn't matter if you just squish it a bit as long as you make sure to wear gloves and the like.
Obviously, if science wants parts of it, they get free access.
Oh.
Unless she's.
I have part of your leg left. It was like a big section I missed. Don't want to waste food. Wasting food's bad.
I don't ever think I figured out who the captain of the ship is.
Our ship?
Yeah.
He's right there, talking
The
to
one talking to
Commander.
Dunch.
Oh, okay. Look,
The big
names are hard.
dog.
Yes.
Is the captain.
Gerald Henderson, I believe. I'm not 100% on that because Harberson. Yes, because I don't normally have to, remember the name because they are the captain.
They are. I just didn't want to know who was the captain so that I knew who to call captain.
They were there when you were brought in, but it's easy to forget the first few days. Well, at least you found something interesting in this planet already.
Yeah. Right. I should get some water.
I was going to explore the rest of the base.
And then we guys try. Maybe it's a nice water. I just need water.
I guess we should find where that food processor is, because I assume that's where their water is too.
Yep.
I'll assume it's in the inside and somewhere close by the hydroponics. Well, that's one of these machines here. I think this actually mostly just their science works. Oh.
I'm getting water to try and flush it out now. But I did eat more. Where's the water? Where's water? Maybe we ask Sam. Maybe we ask Sam.
Sam, The cook mentioned that they apparently have a food processor here. Do you know
That's
where
at
that
least
is?
good. No idea. Is it
Understood.
that thing in the wall? Is it up above? It's either that thing over there with the little swirl on it. There's something against the wall there, and there's something like right above us, right up there, like right there.
Oh.
But if it's in this room, it's probably over there.
Matt, you alright?
They're
Did you
fine.
eat the toxin already?
Yes.
High as fuck.
Okay, good luck
Do-
with that.
Did you eat the neurotoxin bit?
I'm so fucking high right now. What do you need?
You did. Did you leave some for Sam?
Yeah, there's an entire corpse out there still. I just ate a leg.
Okay.
The cook is
Okay.
apparently planning on bringing it to the ship for checking.
No,
So,
don't let it. Give it to Maya. Let her eat it. She needs the biomass in order to get proper working. However, please don't eat any more of it. Sam's gonna take the neurotoxin and try to create a anti-venom in case someone on the crew gets bit by it and it's injected.
Good to know.
Right.
There's still a bit of the leg I took left over if you want to cook that part instead.
I would recommend please do not feed it to normal crew.
Oh no, that's
It's
the whole
attached
plan.
to me. Yeah.
The whole point was to
the two people that you are okay. The two people you are allowed to give food to, food like that to, is Tashir and Demire.
We thought about
Myers, the little slime girl.
Yeah.
Yes. She lost a lot of her biomass.
We thought about it. We know what we're doing. Do you know where the water is?
The water?
There's water right there.
Water.
Well, the food processor specifically.
There's
because I
a
assume-
vending machine.
Hey, you're pointing in 3 different directions.
Delon, take him to the lounge area. There should be vending machines with like cans in there.
Where
stuff.
is the launch area? We have not.
Lounge area. You got it.
Go that way. Go that way. Take a left.
Follow purple.
Following the blue.
I'm not
I'm
blue,
colorblind,
but
Laura. They're blue to me.
Yes, don't take offense.
well,
I think I'm blue.
colorblind is
I know I'm purple.
Okay, it's not a door.
What's pink? Has anyone ever seen pink?
Oh, this is the room Sid was peeking into earlier. What was that?
pink is a bit to her imagination.
What the fuck is even pink? What the fuck is oatmeal?
It is a meal made of oat.
Fuck's an oat?
Something we were able to grow easily and in abundance. So we just made it because it was easy. That's an exit, not a lounge.
Maybe that's the lounge over there.
Like, is this the way to the lounge, or did we just walk past
Yes,
it?
because it's behind this building.
Oh, it is that. Oh, it's a different building. I see. Oh.
follow you. I left my water bottle on the ship. I have water in it.
Yeah. When in places like this, you quickly start to carry a water bottle around with you.
No. I don't know if you'll pay. Why did I say that? There was an exit. You made us walk outside for no reason.
Look, I did say I didn't know. You're going to be okay.
Huh. Well, someone has interests.
We process might be able to dispense it. I haven't looked around. It's over here. Their bedrooms where they're sleeping.
There's quite a few quite a little amount of bedrooms for a base like of this size.
There's only like 4 beds in there. They have to sleep on ships.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Oop. Yes. Huh. Yeah, you can tell this is UPA made system since it has options for some options that I would never think of eating.
Such as?
Well, something about tentacles. And I'm
That's just calamari.
Some places.
That's not a thing.
I don't think they would have just your average calamari as an option in something like this.
Do you see what's sitting on this plate?
I don't know if that's calamari or something else.
I don't want to know.
Okay, let's see here.
Also, what is the UPA?
Hmm?
It blue screened. It's blue.
That does not mean it's water.
It blue screened.
I guess
I
we
tried
should.
to type in water and blued.
I guess we should not have let the. I guess we should not have. Oh no. I guess we should not have left the person who's high and. Oh dear.
Maybe you shouldn't let the technologically inept person who's currently high deal with the electronic. Maybe just whatever's that. I can drink that. Maybe we do need energy.
Give me a second. I'm calling engineering.
Yeah. Well, I should probably do something before you do that.
Engineering, this is Delon. If one of you could stop by the lounge by the food processor, that would be appreciated.
I'll make my way there once I grab some ice packs.
Back to my own channel, the comms. Apparently, Casta is on their way. they are, I think. Oh. Oh no, it's Berg.
Oh, he's Berg.
Mm-hmm. He's part
I
of
was told
science.
the fan with the metal arm was Berg, and everyone kept telling me that that was you.
Oh, we both. We both have full hand synthetics. Yes, mine is more.
It's the opposite.
Yes. Mine is also red and a bit more ornamental when it comes to its outside look, while Berg's is very much
Good to
just.
know it's red. That explains why it's gray.
Ah.
Oh, you can see reds. Wow.
Oh wait, was that why you asked what
He's
pink
running
is?
away.
Well, he's science, not engineering, so you will not know that there was an issue here.
You telling me science can't fix your car?
Engineering problem.
That is a lot of information I do not understand.
That didn't happen at all. Don't worry about it.
I'm just here to be extra hands. There's nothing a cook can do out here.
Give me a second. Costa said they were coming, but they have not appeared yet.
Hmm?
We have an engineering issue in the lounge.
Let me let Natalia know that oh yeah, about a small thing, and I can come and help with that.
Costa said that they were on their way, but I haven't seen them yet, so.
I'm right here. Just give me a moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, if Costa doesn't show up soon, Crawl can help with it. Oh, never mind. So, partially, the fault lies with me and our chef here. Tashir came in here to try to get some water to help flush the highness of their system.
They're
And
high, so they don't know how to control their own strength, and they crush something.
Not
It blue screens, and I smell smoke.
Well, at least now I know not to let her touch the computers.
if she hasn't been trained, yes.
Yeah. I know how to use my device, and that's about it. And the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
The elevator is just push button and hit go.
Mm-hmm.
I also know how to push, like, a button on one of the terminals in the bridge. I did some important stuff with that.
The bridge sensors are always useful to be able to use.
Also, we never tested hydrogen.
I said nitrogen.
Nitrogen? Did we
Yeah,
test
the cold one.
Did we test nitrogen?
Hmm.
We did test nitrogen. That's the one that makes me badly hallucinate.
Good to know.
Yeah, nitrogen is not my friend.
Yes, it was very distressing situation.
Have you tested arsenic?
Not yet. I think I've tried it once or twice, though. But I don't remember the effect. I've drinking bleach before.
Isn't that just chlorine, though?
Okay. Should be working now. Did you still need the
Thank
water?
you. Yes.
Yeah, I need water.
Thank you.
I need water. I appreciate you both so greatly. No one ever tells you how much you're valued on this ship, and that's so fucking stupid.
Just the dirty trays. Dispenser here, I guess?
I think it's a locker.
Yep.
Okay. That's where it's confusing.
Water.
Water.
Dirty trays go there. Food is in the dispenser. Drinks come out of there. Anything else?
No.
Oh, fine. Thank you.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, it's. Let's hope this is not the level of highness where it affects your short-term memory. Would be a shame if you did not remember the layout of the area.
These chairs are too small for me to lay back.
Yeah, these are. You will think UPA would have some chairs that are bigger, since we have some races in the UPA that are quite large. Yes, point.
My tail is cramping.
The people I select really look to be human, so I think this is a human colony.
That is true.
They don't care about tails or height or digigird legs.
We also
Every time
do.
I go into the crew quarters, the ship's also not completely set for tall people.
No. I have to duck because of my horns. They grew back a little too tall this time. I need to shave them. Just pop them out. Now I need them. Maybe you can ask medical to remove them.
That is an option, yes.
Maybe put a cap on them so that it's locked to a specific length.
That doesn't always work.
But how resilient your body is, I won't be surprised.
My body's stupid. Evolution be damned.
And yet here you are, and I'm more than happy for it.
Hello, Sam.
Cockroaches.
Hello.
Hi.
Howdy.
Ah.
Let me know what parts of that bug you don't need.
Oh, see the bug?
Yeah, so let me know what parts of it you don't need.
Probably most of it.
You're also going to be on hand for some tests later.
Yeah, I already started scanning the blood of the bug, its flesh and its fangs. So hopefully something will come back eventually.
The fangs is going to be very useful to know.
At least then we could see how poisonous the blood is, the meat is, and the fangs are all completely separately.
Yes. And then we know that if
It's also going to be...
We'll get to know if we have to worry about poisoning or paralyzing issues from the bites before somebody already is affected.
You can take the fang of it and use it as a weapon.
You could make small daggers with them, I think. It wasn't that big.
Little
So,
shank daggers.
It's gonna eventually run out of the poison that's in it. Eventually.
That's why you just load it up with more.
Well, that's if it's potent enough. It might be one of those, like, slow-acting ones. One of the ones that, like, kind of slow down big animals very, very slowly so they can chase them down.
Maybe.
I think if you want a dagger, you want those, that quick-acting, like, instantaneous.
Well, I mean, in my case, I don't need poison to just cause an instantaneous incapacitation.
True.
A large amount of stun baton.
It's a stun baton.
Do not hit me with that.
Hmm?
That would be very...
I've only hit a very few people with this, mostly kettleheads, and today I smacked a bug in the face with it a few times when it tried to jump on it towards me.
Was it useful?
Did it work?
Well, it definitely...
Speaking of bugs, I've sent a large wasp person multiple times around the compound. Who is that?
That's not a wasp. First and foremost.
What are they?
Corvex is not a wasp. We don't know what he is.
No one knows what he is.
He's a
they were-
bug.
They were looking for you for a moment, but Chatty helped them out with getting some food.
Also,
don't think they ate
part
today.
of engineering. Corvex, what type of bug are you?
Oh.
Glaucon.
So he's not a wasp.
See?
He has a stinger like one. I'm just gonna go off of what I know.
That's not stinger, those are
Stinger?
feelers.
What is
Yeah,
it?
there's two of them. It's not a stinger.
They're feelers.
Do a little spin for us, please. Do a little spin. See, there's two of them.
Oh, they are.
They're not stingers.
We appreciate you, Corvex.
On the wings?
No, your
No,
tail.
the things on the end of your tail.
Your
Oh, the thorax.
Yeah, your thorax. I don't know why I forgot the word. You're not poisonous, right?
That
You're not
second bite
poisonous.
might have been
Wait, you don't
not
know.
a good idea.
Nah, I'm doing better. I'm just not caring.
If you does your bite have poison with it, or is it just mean?
Trained.
Alright. And then maybe medical knows. They do a scan.
Yeah, I'm coming down from this high now. Water helped.
Good.
Should be actually. So this is the lounge that goes back to the guess it's some sort of meeting area or something that goes to hydroponics, which is next to what looks like storage space. Is there another building right next to us here?
Yeah, there's like a building right over there. I have no idea what it is.
There's one over there that's like an engineering comm station kind of thing. It's got a giant dish, but it's like an open courtyard on the inside.
Huh.
Okay.
So what was your name again?
Corvex.
Corvex.
Corvex. What's your name? Stella. C-E-L-A.
Sella.
Sella.
Oh. Hi, Sella. Hello. Sorry about earlier. I'm
Continue our little tour.
Yeah. Now that I'm not wobbly.
Sorry about earlier. Oh. For what?
People have left some of their boxes behind. I mean, don't blame you. I wonder if they'll let us drive any of the vehicles at some point.
I hope so.
I wonder if they would actually be good at keeping those bugs at bay.
Probably not.
I do appreciate the sleeping quarters being high up. I appreciate the sleeping quarters being high up. Things can't just easily, you know, get in the windows. I assume that's the...
Also can't burrow under.
I assume that was... I guess that how Weber goes the power generator. Since, you know, the long tower connected to most of the other sections. I have no idea where everyone is at this point.
That's because we're on low ground.
True. Oh.
Stairs are for pussies.
Hmm?
I don't like stairs. Stairs are for pussies. Maybe everyone just went back to the ship.
Completely possible, yeah.
Be surprised. Maybe. Oh, there's Argyle.
Oh, hi, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Hello.
Well then. Oh, I guess everyone's heading out.
Well, that seems to be good indeed.
Well, shall we go too then?
Time when everyone heads back.
Most likely. We'll probably do night patrols or something.
Not so wait, chef was here or at the ship?
At the ship.
Huh.
I need to find Natalia. We're supposed to be repairing that ship later.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, what else needs to be still done?
A long list.
Fucking everything.
I'm sure. I'm sure the heads of each department will work on making a more easier to access list.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just kind of did like the most important things.
Security's
But
gonna
sound
have
like they
fun just doing their circles around the perimeter.
Yeah, Vane. Do you like hunting things?
Hello, Chef.
I'm no stranger to it. Good target practice.
Are you informed about the bugs?
Hello.
I heard that there are giant bugs.
Yeah, don't eat them.
Why not?
They're poisonous.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, they're full of neurotoxins. I was kind of...
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Wait, you were
Also,
high?
they don't... Yeah, neurotoxins make me high.
supposed to be helping.
No, whenever people say they have an iron stomach, I don't think that's quite what they mean.
There's a reason my species is referred to as a cockroach.
Understood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, they taste like a weird combination between an imitation crab and I think like a really stringy chicken.
Constructing whatever we can for them to thrive.
Not
like,
exactly a great combination.
Who's that?
No. And for some reason, they have the slightest taste of pineapple.
Lovely.
Of all things.
Like it has that acidic bite that pineapple gives you.
Well, yes, but
If it wasn't for the neurotoxins, I'd actually be almost curious.
well, remember though, Vane, that most of Tashir's tastes are based on the fact that their saliva is also lemony.
Yep.
It's what now?
My saliva. It tastes like a lemon.
How do you do this?
Wonderful question. I think my stomach acid is battery acid. I don't know. I can burn through a hole in the floor if I throw up.
I'm glad you're still around.
Terrified. Don't throw up in engineering, ever.
I don't plan to.
To be honest, I don't think any of us plans to throw up unless we're like poisoned from ingesting something.
I've only ever thrown up once. Yeah.
What would make you throw up food-wise?
Food-wise?
Is there anything you can't eat?
I would say texture. Texture is a very big key part of it.
Okay, but everyone has a texture they can't stand. I mean, is there anything like your biology can't handle?
No. There's nothing I can handle. Like, legitimately?
Tram's on the way. Tram's here. You coming?
I see the new cook has taken interest in the whole Tarkalian eating habits or possibilities. Well, there's the ability to eat anything and like process anything, and then the actually beneficial parts of doing so.
Yes. As long as it's away from engineering.
What's interesting, Vane?
I asked if anyone else was getting on this thing.
I'm going to wait for them.
Excuse me.
We'll see you back at the ship then.
I guess you will.
Yep, they're coming.
I would have loved to know that the thing came back. I was waiting for it.
Also, why is this side of the pro? You know what?
Who knows?
Not a me problem. An engineering
Go
problem.
for it, Chef.
Press it!
There we are. At least they were nice enough to set this up for us from our landing spot.
That is true. This is appreciated.
It will be a slight pain to have to use our ways, and then imagine bringing something heavy and having to then like push it this upward the whole way.
Many people will be hating that. Back home, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting, I believed it, but
Ah. Ugh, I think it's about time I get out of this armor.
Probably should.
My casual clothing is a bit too thin to handle bugs, so I will be wearing this most likely anytime I go outside.
Definitely given what we have outside, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen those bugs.
I
don't plan to.
Sadly, with how aggressive those bugs are with small numbers and things, we most likely will have everyone just have access to their sidearms by default. Hmm?
Are we having them put them away, or?
I think something to ask Gunch tomorrow.
I'm gonna make the executive decision if you back it up of at least put the shotgun away.
Oh, it's not a shotgun, it's a loud gun. This guy does a little action.
Towards the floor, though, or up. Okay. Don't point it at the second in command of security. Ugh. Giving me a heart attack here.
I'm sorry, I noticed that. the ammo loaded in is faulty. So it sparkled and just died. So even if I was pushing the trigger, nothing would have happened.
Gun safety.
Yes, and still, like, technically you could get prosecuted for pulling a trigger towards an officer.
Yeah.
But this specialist one stays here. I'll keep hold on the revolver because we're going to be going outside quite a lot, so I feel safer with that in hand. But that I can just pick it up if needed. I really don't like the way we are.
Too open for your liking? Or too...
Yes.
It's a mix for me. I lived most of my life in cities, and open fields and forests are usually what I expect battlefields to be, so I will most likely be a bit more on edge during some days.
I just wish we could feel the grass.
Me too.
Right, I guess you do have the small knobs, but I don't think it's enough.
Those don't have receptors in them. I think I placeboed myself into thinking I could feel. They're just kind of like a silicone material, so I can interact with screens better.
Huh. Isn't it a shame when the placebo wears off?
Yeah.
And it was so... It's fine.
Hey, we're still on duty. Hey.
Are we? Most people seem to have
Yes.
been headed out at this point.
As I said, as long as I am in this outfit, I am on duty. So, I'm gonna go change into my pajamas.
Still, I feel like most people have headed out for tonight. Something on your mind, Chatty?
Just here questioning why do we exist and how do we exist.
There are some theories that all worlds are nothing but some another person's imagination running wild.
Oh boy. I wouldn't want to know why do I exist then.
When you start... See, those theories also say that when you get to the point where you start asking that question of yourself, that means that whoever's imagining your world, the world you live in, is getting way too meta with their thinking. But to be perfectly honest, the amount of I would not be able to imagine anyone imagining the amount of things wrong in our world. Or universe.
Hi. I can't deny it. If I'm living in someone's imagination, I would like to know why they wanted to blow me up. In a bad way.
Well, that's the question to ask of people who write tragedies, stories with bad ends.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. It's best stories with actual good ends. I guess it could be something to ponder in the later date.
Captain, update on theory. We shouldn't need the surgeon.
That is new information that I didn't know. Right. Nothing to worry about.
Security stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Just update from
my stuff.
Nah, so we just got an update about something. On the positive way for once. Then our good old sitting down spot.
Sitting down. Wait, no, I was gonna go traumatize the new cook with all of my cursed existence. Maybe he's over here.
Maybe he is. They might have also stopped by the kitchen, since Argyle and Vega are there. But let's check first.
No one's here.
Well,
About the fucking drink, though.
wait, do we have more tables here? I don't remember this one. We have not.
I think it got dislodged or something, or finally came into existence.
Huh. Well, let us go ahead and check the kitchen, since that's where more people were at the time. You enjoy spreading information about your race?
Yes. Mostly because I like the bewilderment that people have. How do we exist? Wonderful question. Next one. How do you survive the freezing cold temperatures of space? Fur.
That doesn't answer question. Yes. Next question.
But I doubt the fur will actually help you. No fur. The fur is very warm.
The little, like, as far as we can tell, we can't think of any other answers.
Yep.
Ah.
Less of security.
What?
Hello.
Who told you that?
Excuse me, Vay.
Ron,
Yes?
Excuse
is it
me.
true that Sid's favorite nickname is Pop?
No.
What?
Yes.
Are you insane?
I have not heard anyone refer to you as that before.
Oh, it's a sign of
The only one I can think of is the captain.
No.
Unsettled by
No. Nobody calls me that. Especially not you.
We can change that.
No, we cannot change
Would you prefer Poppy?
No! What?
I have a new piece of gear I want to try out. I need a sparring partner at some point.
Chef?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Sure.
Just a little tired.
Sure.
Looking for another chance to beat the shit out of me.
Well, I
Good
mean, you
news,
set it up
apparently
there,
this
but
place
yes,
has some...
since we're on the topic,
They
well,
have their own
at least.
hydroponics and possibly
Alright.
possible fresh ingredients to work with.
Later.
Sadly, the first creature we killed, possibly not usable.
You'll know.
Unless it changes when cooked. Something to
I'll
possibly
know about
look
it
into.
tomorrow. Maybe.
Of course. Well, the boffins in the lab can figure out the sugar levels and stuff, and then I can work on getting it.
Well, it's mostly the fact that it's poisonous.
Okay. Well, as pointed out, maybe cooking it might solve that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty sure anyone else in that arena is going to come out
They don't really have flesh to eat.
anything
They have meats on the inside. They're kind of like a crab.
I mean, I'll survive. I just need a new pair of legs.
Also, they taste,
Arms.
or their texture is kind of a mix between a very stringy chicken and imitation crab.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Anything
It's not the
can
best, but it works.
be block. Fine. How are you guys doing?
I totally wasn't high for a long period of time.
I'm starting to feel a bit tired of all the marching around.
I like your jumper.
Yeah, thank you. I haven't had a chance to wear this one yet.
No, yeah, that looks good.
No new clothes for me. I tend to just keep to this look.
Yeah.
Yes.
Classic is good though. You rock it.
Yes, this is the one outfit
me,
that
had to
this is
cover
the
new
one outfit set that I chose for myself that I actually got compliments on.
To break it out.
So
Oh,
I just stuck with it.
You can adorn that.
I can see why.
Just have to get a little creative.
I mean, some say
mean, if I
the
want to change,
pants
I will
are
have to
on
get
the
a new
nerdier
body.
side, but
That's
nah,
expensive.
not everything is perfect.
Nah, it ties it up together. Like I like your gilet, the tie.
I guess.
And the tie,
That's the hot part.
it's a habit at this point. I think I started wearing it just to look better during, looking for work.
Well, I don't think there's a part of the outfit that could be like done any different. Like even your shirt being half tucked, like only half tucked.
That's just confident. That's just for confidence,
Actually, I
really.
do have a little piece, but I keep in my room.
Chocolate.
Anyway.
Yeah,
Chocolate
no,
makes me puke.
looks good.
Can't have chocolate?
Yeah, I can't have chocolate.
So glad we have something else in common than colorblindness.
I don't know why. I just can't have chocolate.
As I said, allergies and intolerances are all in the docket. Give it a read.
So for the safety of literally everyone, never feed me chocolate.
But it's also great conversational pieces to get to know people better.
I mean, that's why.
Also, sometimes,
Also,
chef,
social job important, social.
chef.
I can do the job and then do the social after, knowing the knowledge that I already need and just using it as a conversational.
Also, in some cases,
Speaking
there's
of,
some
me
people.
and
There's also some people that may not know that they have a food allergy, but you can learn by talking to them of like, oh yeah, this food kind of doesn't sit right with you. And they never think it's a food allergy.
If they some have an annoying tendency not to fill out paperwork.
But it would be an intolerance.
Some people are stubborn, like people with lactose intolerance who keep eating chocolate.
My sister's allergic to kiwi, and yet they eat loads of kiwi.
Yeah, there's some people that just don't care about it. Though also, I'm pretty sure we don't have any documentation of Natalia and Jane.
Natalia eats only ice. Jane...
What?
I'm not sure.
Is Corvex on the documentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
He likes nutrient block.
Does everyone like
He likes the
nutrients?
protein version.
We're doing the protein version.
One with protein. Some people have have a diet that requires more protein than normal.
Didn't I talk to you about this at one point, Chef?
Yes.
You act so surprised.
Yes, because there is only one version. Each block is individual. That's why it takes me all night to make them.
I would like to learn how to make them. Even if I can't ever make them as good as you, I'd like to at least learn how.
Yes. We'll get together and do it at some point. I just haven't had a chance.
Oh.
Monitis.
But the nutrients block I make for you is not the same as the nutrients block I make for you. Or you, or you.
Huh. Yeah. Also, one person's only ever allowed to have 1 cup of coffee. Except for me.
Yes. Coffee is ration. You have decaf, which we have loads of, and you're the only one, so you can have as much as you want. I'll go cappuccino or grey tea.
Yep.
What? Yes, we have
We have
decaf.
decaf? Oh, great. I can actually drink coffee again.
I hell yeah.
Ah, so we have two people who will...
Caffeine and alcohol are the two things I can't have.
Ah.
I just can't stand the taste.
Fair. Cream and sugar
Have
make
you
it a
tried
lot more
putting enough
bearable.
creamer into it to make it into milk?
At that point, I'd rather just drink milk.
What kind?
I don't like milk either.
Now this is a you problem.
What? I'm a picky eater, sue me.
Don't touch me. You're not the one who has to take all their food and liquid nutrient-based form.
I've drunk
You
through
were
a
just kind
straw
of spacing
before.
out there for a moment.
I do that.
You want to sit down?
Maybe.
Look, the part where he hasn't run me out of his kitchen yet tells me I'm not doing a bad job.
Like that with everyone, to be honest.
Exactly. If you treat me the same way you treat everyone else.
Yeah. Okay, careful scratching that spot.
Yeah, I forgot how to make claws out. I'll be back.
Alright.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, I just noticed that when they started doing that.
Oh, you two. I thought. For our little weapon project.
No?
Might be able to develop some form of rotary energy cannon. I think it balances the best of all the parameters we're trying to meet.
We are kind of trying to use a lot of parameters that are not always bothered to put into one. Efficiency, large rate of fire, energy efficiency. It's literally
The rotary cannon solves the problem.
At the end of the day, it's going to be a weapon that most groups will just see as an expensive project.
Yes. But we can do it.
It's going to be one of those. We do it once and then we do it, make one and we don't make any more because it's going to be too much of an hassle to make another. Huh?
Glorious rays.
Hello, Captain.
Well, don't say all that.
Yes.
Wait, are you talking about Argyle?
Yes, you talk about me.
Yes, I was.
Vay, did you still wish to speak?
I did. You were going to say something to me earlier and I never caught it. Before the ship started landing.
So, Captain, what's your opinion on our
I can't remember.
new assigned, I guess, zone of protection?
Sid.
Yes.
Ball of ice.
Ah.
Cold water's,
Sid, did you tell the captain my theory by any chance?
No, not at all.
No.
We
Well,
will do our mission to the best of our abilities as it stands until further notice. That's all I can say about it.
that's all we need to really worry about.
That's my captain.
Feel free to
are you doing
feel free
with
to
him?
tell my theory if you ever want to alleviate his blood pressure, though.
Well, now I'm curious.
My theory is. My theory, Vane. My theory is that we were so effective at upgrading and maintaining the ship in such a low amount of time and at such efficiency that is one of the main reasons we got assigned to this duty. where we have a lot of small issues that need to be fixed and upgraded at a quick pace. Now understand this is all a theory,
Well, he kept calling me back.
but there's a lot
I
of
hate that. It makes sense.
yes, but lots of things could make sense. It could also be just us being given a job to keep us busy for until future notice.
I have a name.
We have our UPI representative walking around.
To tease him about occasionally about his and Vane's relationship.
Not a fairy indeed. So efficient. Put us here.
Anyway, yes, Vane. I had nothing for you.
What do you want?
How's your relationship going?
Die.
It's very hard for them to do. You should know this.
City in Sri Lanka.
No. We are not going back inside. We're done. The Vlakans are talking.
Someone is very protective all of a sudden.
To be honest, fair enough.
Go on.
Knowing how the captain reacted to some of the situations earlier, this must be slightly frustrating assignment.
Wishing death on another crew member is against protocol, and it's very mean.
Vega, I know he's kidding and joking. He doesn't actually want me to die.
We're training videos about this. It's the principle that matters.
Can I say that it was a very long 2 weeks break?
I did not mean it. What was that?
And
Where are
Vega,
you getting these mannerisms from?
What? Emerald. What does it matter?
I'm leaving. Come on.
also, if I sensed any seriousness from Sid when saying any of those things to Tashir, he will not be standing soon. He will be on the floor.
As it should.
I will very much make sure of that.
What?
As it should. As it should.
Well, I would also reprimand him as the second in command of security about protocol towards other security members, but that's beside the point. This is a what if. This is thinking about a what if that's not really worried about.
I madly heard my name.
If I had heard any seriousness from Sid's tone when saying any of those things, he will not be standing much longer.
Delon, do you pride yourself in shooting?
Excuse me?
Do you pride yourself in shooting, your marksmanship?
Well, for the most part, I go for covering fire, but when it comes to more marksmanship, I have not had the reason to really train myself to a certain point.
Ah, I see. Never mind.
I would say I'm as good as your average soldier.
You undersell yourself, but there.
Yeah, we will have to check.
Well, if you ever care for training, check the 3rd floor. The shooting range is done.
That is something I should possibly check out at some point. I appreciate it.
Of course.
As much as I love and appreciate you, I can also just rip out Sid's throat.
Yes, and it's easier when he's on the ground.
It's actually very easy. But anyways.
Anyway.
Is something by my little footsie? Okay, I kicked it away.
Oh, right, now the seats are actually free.
You could have asked me to scoot over.
Could not be about it.
Anywhere near as much room as Vane does.
Vane was very much moving slouched themselves in such a manner to take as much space as possible.
Can someone stay with Clovix real quick whilst I grab someone from medical?
I will.
Oh.
Daddy got it.
What happened?
Anyways, what more cursed shit can I tell you about my species?
All of it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
Well,
I can tell you the curse.
Side.
Well, it's almost like, for very personal reasons, I like people on my left side more than my right side.
Right.
I assume it has something to do with the glowing spot.
No, that was from fighting. It's a very personal reason of almost the fourth dimension that I don't like things on my right side. Anyways, this is just easier to lounge like this. Anyways, so I could tell you the fact that the corporation that cut off all my limbs, forcefully, I guess the word would be forcefully, transed my gender.
Yep.
That's great. It's always great. I mean, there's also the wonderfully cursed fact of I don't need to wear clothes. I just wear it because I point at you generally. Humans get pissy if I don't.
Yeah.
I know how that feels.
Yeah. Also, scoot more to your right.
Am I right?
Also, if I'm walking around naked and around a bunch of people, really don't know if I can trust yet. I get anxiety because I my stab in the back.
That's fair.
Stop it, but I feel better.
Florvex.
They have two bubbles on them. Oh dear.
I didn't know that yellow would make you drunk.
Might be their physiology.
Yeah. I like how chlorine makes me drunk.
Like how I die if I ingest about 1/18 as much alcohol as a human.
In my case, now I feel boring for having caffeine make me tired.
At least you can have caffeine.
Some humans would gasp at the idea.
Hey, I'm just gonna say, at least you're all able to drink something and not have the black taste of lemon with everything.
That sounds very bad.
Pleasant.
You will think it sounds bad, but if it's always there, I'm pretty sure you just get used to it. It just becomes the norm.
I've come to just accept the fact that everything's gonna taste slightly off to me because my saliva's lemony.
Which is why if you hear any descriptions of how something tastes, you have to remember that.
Yeah.
If I can ever remember.
It also means
You look
that
like you want to say something.
it also means
saying something and not saying something because I don't really know where it's going to go.
And then say it.
well, I can say that it is a personal issue for me.
The saliva tasting like lemon?
Yes. Hello.
I'm dating him.
Yes.
There's a reason why I was concerned about wanting to say something and not wanting to. It's easy to infer that in the way you two are holding each other.
Say it.
I was trying to find the the wording to use, but yeah, just I'm dating you is the simplest way.
You're just not sure what terminology to use for me?
I don't know how, like, because some people react differently.
The general use dollar an item is a good one.
Some use partner, but some also see that as more deeper.
Yeah, chef.
You're my partner in crime.
I guess technically.
You're gonna be okay.
You'll be the first person.
Well, the
I
head
call
of
upon.
medical, the head of medical has walked away without further issue, so I assume yes.
What? Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
If you walk away from this situation, then we assume that there's no life-threatening situation going on anymore.
No, he's just drunk.
I thought as much.
Caffeine on bugs tend to have a alcohol-like effect.
I see.
Right, they've been drinking sodas.
Yes.
Yep.
Good to know. Don't give him caffeine.
Well, unless you want them to get drunk.
All I need is just decaf coffee. Funny enough.
Get a specific set of people together for a drinking night and you're gonna have a very interesting table of drinks.
Yes, I actually would like to see that.
Yes, here we have some...
Not neurotoxin. Chlorine.
Yes. Yes, here we have the table of some old whiskey, some chlorine and some high caffeine soda.
See, if I... True. See, if I did both, I'd get drunk and high, and that's called crossfading, and I don't want to do that.
Will your body react to it in that way? Well, you know what, let's not test.
That's not fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it couldn't be nearly as bad as one of the tests Tally wanted to do.
Which was?
See if I could breathe underwater.
Depends on what the water is. There is breathable liquids.
There are breathable liquids, however, it was just like normal tap water.
And the point was to see if Tashir's race can just survive underwater.
You were a fish. My planet doesn't have water anymore. I don't even think it had water to begin with.
I would sleep in a water tank, but I don't think we have any rooms that would accommodate that.
We do.
We do.
You just have to ask engineering.
To what? Turn one of the bedrooms into a water tank?
Yeah, Laura has to sleep in a tank.
Mm-hmm. It's only for the bed.
You're engineering?
But it's still...
I guess.
It's going to have to be a much bigger tank. It will only be a big enough tank to sleep in, I'm pretty sure. Any bigger will be a bit more complicated.
Unfortunately, the only thing we can do to accommodate you in the water environment on the ship is just a tank big enough for you to lay down comfortably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's a requirement. If it was a requirement, it would have already been brought up. It's one of those comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made these.
What are they?
Chef Originals.
Cubes.
What kind of cubes?
Well, they're like crisps.
You made chip cubes.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try one.
Right.
I want to try one.
Let me just...
I made a couple of bags if you you want to grab some that is in the cup.
Thank you.
It's not bad. I like it.
I can
So
do
is
more
this-
flavorings as long as it's not too resource intensive. Simple things, salt, vinegar,
Ah.
that sort of thing.
Sour cream and onion? Mm.
Chili.
Barbecue?
Chili wouldn't be good.
Good chili
Chili
barbecue.
just sounds good.
Good night.
You have a
Barbecue
good
sounds-
night.
Hope to see you
We love
tomorrow.
and appreciate you. Okay. He doesn't hear it enough.
Mm-hmm.
He sure doesn't, yes. We all appreciate the chef. Especially after what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Would it count as abuse of power or breaking of someone's like personal security to look up someone's birthday in their files?
Good, trying to figure that out.
You're second in command of security. I was about to say that would be a question for security. You are security.
Exactly. I need to. I will need. Yes. I will. Well, not even just the captain. I could just look up the UPA, laws, standards and laws.
If it's for someone you appreciate and care about, no, it is not.
Wait.
Chatty.
What's a birthday?
Were you ever bold?
After that this comes after. Chatty, I understand that with that train of thought it would be nice, but that could be twisted to be used by some unsavory types to gather information about people that do not want to even know that person. Some people can cherish and enjoy a person and are horrible.
I do understand that thought too, but in this context, I don't think it's a bad thing.
I will also just try asking Vega. They might know, since they've been talking with Chef quite a bit. Now,
But also just ask medical.
that is so much simpler.
Yeah.
Now, the birthday is as Stella?
Sella.
Yeah, no T. Sella said when you were born. And then most races celebrate that every year.
I'm gonna feel really dumb for this question. What's a year?
You know how the calendar resets and the big number goes up by one every X amount of time?
What's a calendar?
Right.
I feel like this is a losing battle.
So, okay, the logistical way, it is the time it takes for a planet to rotate around the star it's orbiting. In the old Earth, it was 362 days. I forgot how long it is in Jupiter now. But it screwed up with a lot of people and calendars. There are a lot of humans who still use 362 days for a year, while others actually use the Jupiter's calendar.
I thought humans moved to Venus.
That's what I said. Yes. Every time.
Asia has about almost 2,000 days in a year.
A good question to ask would be, Bashir, does your species actually take count of time?
So, fun fact, we can't see our sky at all.
That is a point.
Alright.
That's why the picture my parents sent me was so spectacular, because it was the one instance that we have ever been able to see our moon.
At least you knew it existed then.
Alright.
It was a nice hole in the smog, and we were able to see it was nighttime. Thank you. Yeah,
I mean, it
so
happens
we've
every
never
once in a
really-
while.
Yeah, it's always just kind of dark, but everything's like lit up with like neon signs and everything, and like a whole bunch of like lights. So we kind of just don't really know what time of day it is, as you guys say, right? We don't even know how much time has passed on our planet. We don't really even keep track of our ages. We just kind of know we're an adult when we stop growing.
Some species, that's not true though. Some species keep growing until they die.
I know, but we never have any deviations. Everyone grows at the same rate, and when you stop growing, you're an adult.
Ooh, does your PDA have a clock on it? PDA
Have a
device,
what?
the thing you...
Slow down.
Slow.
A clock on it.
It does have a clock.
Okay.
I don't know how to read it.
Salat the planet is.
I know how to read the time. Like, I can read the numbers. I don't know what they, like, really mean.
Salat the planet is owned by Mega Corporation. That does not scare about Tashir's race's improvement.
I get that. I was asking about the one she has here on the ship.
It has a clock. It tells me what day it is. I don't know what it all means. I just read the numbers. Tally's pointed at it and says that's the day. It's like, okay, what does that mean? I don't know what the fucking AM is, let alone a PM.
Whether or not it's,
Morning shift or night shift, basically for most of us.
Humans? Who uses AM, PM still?
My thing's set really weird.
I come from an entire set of state run a gas giant. Our entire concept of time is also a bit weird.
So, my
Still
settings
understand.
are just kind of funky. Like, oh wait, hang on here. Yeah, my settings are just kind of funky. Like, I have the time there, and then it gives me the date, and then like I have connection stuff over here and my notifications. It's a little weird. I don't know how to change any of this stuff. I just figured out that it said AM and PM.
Well, I guess that solved the question.
I don't know how to read. I'm learning how to read. Actually, hang on here. Yeah, here. This is a photo of my planet. I mean, my parents sent me.
Pretty.
Yeah. If you get past the fact that that's all smog.
Their entire point is to have that natural. Clouds or smog, so that you can't see the sky. They're just planets that have that natural.
Also, if you notice the claws there, Tashir's
Oh, yeah. That was me as a baby. And then my parents with me.
yes, Tashir's cybernetics are a bit more human and this ship fitting than what they actually would be.
I've gotten used to them though. I miss being able to climb all really well, but
We can fight that.
Oh, no, that's fine.
They do have.
I have another set of arms that are much bigger and closer to what I had. I can climb with those.
But they are also
So
more
there's no
for...
reason to climb.
They are a bit more inconvenient to, you know, use on the ship, so they're mostly for combat situations.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting late though.
Yep.
So
I
they
feel
will
the
start.
charge for going to work all night on the ship. Yoo-hoo. Looking
On the-
forward to it.
On the ship, outside the ship. Oop. Ah.
I just remembered the horns. I'm sorry.
Yes.
If you need a break,
I only hit the
I'll
side.
Anyway.
I don't need a break.
It's-
And then I just smack you in the face with my ear.
I can take that. I can take a small ear smack. Not in the mouth.
Moving me. Anyway, I'll lose you free tomorrow. And have a good rest because you need it.
You know what? You wanna take chef's back?
Have a good night.
Yeah, I'll munch on it in the night.
You should also get some sleep while you still can. It seems everyone else has mostly gone at this point.
I'll get when I'm able to go.
Alright.
I'll leave you in one more weird thing about me and my species. All of our pain receptors are fried.
It's awkward to ask. But like, come on, don't be a coward, Delon. It's a two-way street. And what's the worst that they can say? No? It's fun. So, something I noticed though, with Dallas not around, I was starting to feel like I had him as a roommate. I've been sleeping well. I think it brings bad memories of the time when I lived by myself, and since I used to be in a squats in the hall and we basically shared bunk areas, I'm used to having people around me when I sleep. Thank you. Sorry, I'm being awkward out of asking for it.
You're fine. You don't have to go on a big elaborate story though. No shame.
But I wanna explain the reason.
thought I could be slick with it. I did not outrun my door. I'm being silly. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's two-way street.
I'm going to preemptively apologize if I wake up screaming.
Yeah, that's fine. Two-way street. I'm hoping you help me avoid that same fate. Are we doing the under the table again?
Yeah.
Alright.
I like sleeping under the table.
You really are a cat, huh?
Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you for noticing.
Well then, if we ever figure out a birthday for you, I know what I'm gonna get you as a gift. The thing every cat loves, a cardboard box.
I don't know if I would like that.
What if I'm laying inside it?
Maybe if it was big enough. I feel
Wha-
like I have.
What do you think I'm gonna do the, like, you're not as much of a liquid as actual herd cats were.
Yeah, but also I feel like I have some mild amount of claustrophobia.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Despite me sleeping under tables quite often.
There's still very much an openings and you can easily reach and stretch.
Yeah. Easy escapes.
Mm.
Anyways. Sleep.
Sleep after an exhausting first day of new assignment.
Yep. I will not try to get high tomorrow.
Fair enough. We'll see how many bugs try to crawl out at us.
Yep. I will protect you against every single one.
Just like I will protect you.
Yay.
And if it's anyone else, well then, that's their issue, cause they just had a tag team of me and you go protect that person.
Yep.
Cause that's our job.
Yep. I say cards down at this point.
Mm-hmm.